So it says. So, well, certain things. What's the glyph of warding? Uh, so yeah, it would kind of depend on the trap. So it's kind of GM discretion, but yes. Yeah, almost likely for those you probably couldn't have if it didn't happen at the time, but we can say I can think about that in the future for future magical traps. Yeah, that's what I mean. Most likely those are just to keep it consistent are probably ones that you can't disable with Arcana. We shall see. I'm sure you guys will be level 5 soon anyway. You'll what? A different character? Oh, we who are about to die salute you. Uh, I mean, he'll probably be in the background, but you also just gain 2 more people, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Braza said he is probably getting here later, but probably, he said he also might not show. Did you get any word from your. Oh, looks like Alinar's here. Okay. I still don't get the indicators anymore on Discord for some reason when people join. It, yeah, it used to. I don't know. Like, I checked my settings so many times and I have no idea why it's not doing it anymore. But that's okay. Alright, so. Also, why is no music playing? Or is music playing and I'm just. Oh, maybe it's just really low. So unfortunately, Bombreck was supposed to be our scribe today. With him out, does anyone want to volunteer to take some notes, or should I just roll? Next week would be Kale. So I guess you could do it this week and maybe trade with Bombreck next week if he wants to. Or you, yeah, or you get 2 inspiration points. Get those inspiration points. How dare he? Alright, so I got Kale doing Scribe. Carl, you were the previous Scribe. Do you want to give us a quick recap of what transpired last game? That was. Yeah, I think their names are in the journal under NPCs. It was Svala and Levia.
They also warned us that like there is a room guarded by a stone golem, and we think that there might be the thing to control the, all the machinery in here, like all the guards and everything. So that would be useful for us because they can't stop them. What else? They also told us that there's some secret passages in here, but they don't know them, so we should find them at some point.
And I think alchemical laboratory is also somewhere
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And after they told us that, we decided that like, yeah, we need a rest because everybody was tired and everything, and we weren't gonna rest here. So we went back to Dragon's Reach and had a rest. And what happened there? When we first got in, we tried to buy poison, I believe, but that was like way too expensive. It was 50 gold per poison, and like nah. So instead we went to go see Captain Rains to get some help from the town, but the town's guards are pretty, not strong enough for a belay, and we didn't want anybody to die, so that was a flop as well. And I don't know who well, my character doesn't know who Eliza is, but the rest of the party knew Eliza and asked for help, and she had nothing better to do. So in exchange for 30 gold or whatever we find there, have she decided to help us. So that was like what day was it?
The same day.
The same day, yeah.
Yeah, it was
So the
that
same
same
day.
day.
Yeah. So the next day we woke up, got ready for all the shenanigans. So we just got ready and went back into the cave, where our dear Bombrek, who isn't here with us, decided to, the moment he entered the cave, blow the horn and just, cause a bit of ruckus. And were there four giant spiders decided to attack us, but they weren't too hard. Nobody got severely harmed or anything, so not a hard fight. We decided to go inside like the cave system of the belay and try to surprise the belay, but we pretty much got surprised instead, and we got attacked. And now we started a fight, and two of our team members are badly hurt, and currently Carl and Eliza are under the belay, and I would say fair danger.
Fair danger.
In fair danger.
Alright, well, thank you for that recap. So it is 8:30 a.m. as we return to the scene of the battle.
So before that, how many hit points do we regain to update the character sheet?
Well, you did a full rest, so you'd be at full hit points, and you'd gain back 2 hit dice if you had used any.
Thank you. That would be, I need to roll 2 hit dice?
No.
Oh, you get your hit points you just
Yeah,
get 2 hit dice back
your
if
hit
you use them.
dice. Yeah, you just gain 2
can.
back if you
Yeah.
used any, and
So
then
that
your
would be
hit
20.
Well, you would go back to full HP, but you'd get back 2 out of however many hit dice you had, which 4 is your max at level 4.
Yeah.
You get back the resource you can spend during short rest.
Yeah, you can spend hit dice during short rest to regain hit points.
You don't need to use hit dice to rest on to get hit points on long rests.
Yeah, unless you're doing like realistic rules, which I am not.
Just play fucking coffee lock. You don't need long rest at all then.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. And please continue.
All right. So let's see. Alinar and Kale, you should see yourselves on the map. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Yes.
With Eleanor with my fancy bow.
Kalinar.
If
I
I
thought.
if I
yeah.
die, you better take care of it.
I don't see Eleanor.
Right there. Oh, cause you're. I think you might be
okay.
behind. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, he's near that.
You got
thing.
to select your token before you roll initiative.
Yeah. Or else it.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
that's fair.
So.
There you go.
All right, I think we're good to go. It is now Chandra's turn. What do you want to do, Chandra?
Okay, first of all, I will order my owl to distract the bullet.
Okay.
Then, let me see.
Do you remember what you were concentrating on?
This web,
What?
Oh, okay.
which I will drop immediately right now, because I will be readying a spell. No, I mean that I haven't yet, but I will because I will be readying a spell. Okay, I dropped this. Let me measure something. 20, 30. I think it should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will move towards here and ready a web spell for when Carl gets out of there.
Okay.
So what's the spell already in effect? Oh, is it? It was gone.
I'm concentrating now on ready the web. Therefore,
Yeah.
the previous web, I
Okay.
tried to do this, but the guy he escaped.
Okay. Yeah.
So as soon as Carl leaves that space, you're casting web?
Yep.
All right. Carl, you are trapped under this thing as it roars and is snapping towards, I guess you.
I believe I am prone. Yeah, I am
Yeah.
prone, right?
Yes.
So it's half my movement to get up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will get up. That's how much feet do you, how much do I have again? Is it 25? Yeah, it's
What is
25.
half of 25?
I think it's 10.
12.5. So
Okay.
yeah, 10. So I'm gonna go 5, 10 here.
All right, so you
1,
get up
2.
quickly running there, which Chandra.
Disengage, right? Do you disengage?
It can't. Yeah. No. It can't hit me. I have Zephyr
yes.
Strike. So
Yes, and
You
I
have
can-
what?
Zephyr
He has-
Strike.
Yeah, he's still concentrating on it, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't fail.
You can see in the chat he actually succeeded on concentration.
Yep.
Right.
Does not have dodge, though. I don't know why that's on you. So in response, you cast another web, spending your reaction.
Yep.
As your spell goes off. Carl, are you doing anything else?
Yes, I will drop. 1 second, sorry about that. I will drop my concentration. 1 second, I'll drop my concentration. Where is it? Here. And I will cast Zephyr Strike again. I need to run away from here, so.
Alright. So you cast Zephyr Strike.
There
As
it
you
is.
begin concentrating on a new spell, so go ahead and reset your timer then, because it's another minute.
Yeah, here you go. And I will shoot the big shark.
Alright.
you go.
So you take a shot, crit.
Oh. Does does the crit also Ooh, that's not a...
Alright, so he takes 13.
Is that
And
Can't you do
crit as
sneak
well?
attack when someone's next to
I'm
him?
not. I don't have
He
rogue
doesn't
yet.
have sneak
I don't have
attack.
rogue
Oh
yet.
yeah.
So
Zephyr
were you
Strike.
using Zephyr Strike on that attack?
Yeah.
Alright, so that would be
Because I need the
2d8
movement.
then.
So another D8.
So that would be 10, 23. Well, you've certainly gotten his attention.
Sweet.
Already had taken a big chunk from him previous round, so I think Carl is the only one who damaged this thing twice already.
And I'm gonna run all the way over here.
Alright, so you take
Wait.
off running, the boule watching you. That's it for you,
Yep.
Kale.
Yeah. I'll step up, use bonus action to summon my unrealized timeline, to put it that way,
Alright.
over here. And attack him twice. Once from my space, once from my echo space.
Alright, so you swing at him with your greatsword.
By the way, owl, don't forget that my owl should have distracted him.
To
my turn.
Sure, so that would have been advantage on Carl's attack.
Which-
indeed.
Which
I
he
critted
crit
anyway.
anyway.
Yeah, he could anyway, yeah.
So 12, unfortunately, would not be enough to hit it as your sword clangs against its hard outer shell.
Hopefully it turns around, so I strike it again from my echo's position.
Alright, so 16 is close, but that still would not be enough clang.
Oh!
This thing is
Okay.
heavily armored.
Right, that's action, bonus action, and some movement, so I'm done.
Alright, Alinar.
First of all, I have a bit of COVID at the moment, so I might be coughing at any time because speaking provokes my
Yeah,
voice.
no worries.
So apologies in advance. I want to start by casting Hunter's Mark. You can
Alright.
see that in chat.
So you chant, pointing at him as nature energies surround him.
And then I will attack with my longbow.
Alright, so mark yourself as concentrating and go ahead and take a shot.
How do I
I
mark
need to do
concentration? That's the...
That's at the very bottom of the marks, the guy holding his head with the lines
I have
coming
it.
up. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, wonderful. And then I'll just do the longbow like this. Normal roll. There's not an advantage. He's having his back towards me.
He is not, you're not hidden from him. That would give you advantage. Like, in battle, there's no positioning really, because, like, in 6 seconds he's turning back and forth, so he sees everything around him.
Normal roll then.
Yeah, normal roll.
And a bad
14. Yeah, unfortunately would not be enough as the arrow clanks off his armor once again.
Used the wrong weapon by mistake, actually. I forgot I had swapped out to a longsword +1. But anyway, yeah. Remember for next round.
Yeah, that's fine. Alinar, do you have a second shot, or was that it?
Okay, can I do 2 shots in 1 round?
Next level, you can.
Yeah, okay, that's right. 5th level, so now you only have 1. Alright, so that's it for you. The Boule goes. What's he gonna do?
Saving throw.
Yes, deck save, correct. So, he's still looking at Carl, because I think Carl's the only one that hit him, and hit him really hard. Deck save, he would roll an 18, which I think succeeds.
Damn it.
So he's unaffected. I think he's gonna burrow. So you would have an Oppie on him if you want to take it,
Play.
Kale
Eliza.
Still a miss.
and Eliza. Alright, so 15 myths. Eliza stabs at him. Well, she rolled really poorly. No, she would miss, cursing as he vanishes under the ground. There is some movement. You feel the ground rumbling as he's digging. How far can he move? I'm just measuring something for no particular reason. Oh yeah, alright. So there is an explosion of dirt as he pops back up here and chomp. 23 versus AC. Poor Carl.
Yeah.
So Carl, you are bit for 37 piercing.
37?
Yes, and Carl, I believe, is unconscious.
Yeah. 37 would take me unconscious in one bite.
The beast then turns around, roaring angrily at the rest of the group.
How low do you go, Carl?
He's not negative enough to be dead.
Okay.
Yeah. So Eliza would yell, "No, Carl!" And for her turn, she is going to rush forward and attack with her pike. Stabbing at the creature. Ooh, another bad roll. Curses as her pike bounces off its armor. Zara yells for Carl as well as she moves forward, kind of blurry with her spell going, and is going to fire a firebolt at it. Oh,
What's she
bad
concentrating for anyway?
That's on blur to make herself harder to hit. So she throws the firebolts, but it would just bounce off the creature's hide as it roars again. Chandra. You there, Chandra?
You muted?
Might be muted.
Yeah, sorry, just had a kid's problem here.
No worries.
Let me see. I will order the owl to do the same. I think it can reach him and fly away a little bit. I myself will probably, I don't know, like I will keep concentrating because I see no reason not to.
Okay.
And I will move one. Oops. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. And cast Magic Missile.
Alright, so you trace the line in the air as 3 magical darts appear and streak towards the creature.
Yep. Just a second, let me remove my spell slots. And
Pew, pew, pew. So he takes 9 points of damage as they all strike him, and the creature is now looking angrily at you.
is he smart enough to understand what I've done?
Well, he just saw you point at him and he got shot by a bunch of hurtiness, so doesn't necessarily know for sure, but anyway, anything else?
And I still have some movement. I will move back here.
Alright, you get back behind the webbing. Carl, you are barely clinging to life as the shadows are approaching. Give me a death save.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Can I use an inspiration on the death saves or
Yes, yes, you can.
I will then.
Alright, so you make an inspired death save. Ooh, 9 or 9. That's not good. So you
Tough choice.
would fail your first one, creeping closer to death.
Failure.
So that's it for Carl. Kale, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kill the thing. Right.
Tempest!
Yes. I don't remember how to... Well, anyways. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And also, I can move the unrealized timeline echo thing 30 feet.
Yeah.
So, let's get this started. While running over, I draw my longsword +1 instead.
Mm-hmm.
Swinging it with both hands, I will attack,
All right.
shouting Tempest's name.
Zara would yell, "Someone help Carl!" But 11 would not be enough.
No, but I will also use my Unleash Incarnation to have the Echo attack.
Okay. So make a second
Yeah.
attack with your Echo. 18 would strike as you cut
Good.
into him with the second attack, dealing 8 points of slashing, because you're two-handed, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, it looks like it's correct now.
He roars
yeah,
in
8.
anger as you've wounded him.
And I will use my War Priest Battle Surge to make one weapon attack as a bonus action
Okay. Ah.
from my own space. Oh, come on!
Oh.
Alright, and then I will Action Surge.
Ah.
Just trying to keep drinking.
Turn
it.
into a whirlwind of swings trying to hit this thing.
Yes, but this time... Oh no, I really don't have a good modifier to do inflict wounds. But I can do, I can do inflict wounds with inspiration, why not?
Alright, so you
So-
make an inspired attack trying to inflict wounds. Grabbing at him with your necrotic touch.
I'm basically pulling out all stops.
So he looks like he
Trying
is going to
to-
try to bite you. Oh, but that would hit. No crit, but 19 would strike. So you do 12 points of necrotic damage, further draining. this
Lazy
thing.
rolls. But, still a hit.
That's it for you.
Yes!
Alright. Eliza is going to...
Are you skipping some?
Did I skip someone?
Alinar.
Oh,
Alinar.
you're right. I was scrolled down a bit. Sorry. Alinar, what are you going to do?
Yeah, first off, the big pile of rubble in between me and the bullet, is that something I can see above, or
Yes,
like,
that-
does it just cover? Or?
So it would give him cover. Right now he has light cover from you.
So I move,
If you move up to it,
10.
you'll probably negate it.
and then this would be another 10 up here, is that correct?
No, 5
That's
the
5.
first diagonal.
5?
Yeah, every second diagonal is
Oh,
10.
10
So
up
that would
there,
be 10, yeah.
Yeah, so that's 25 now.
Yeah.
and then I can go another there
For
and up
30
here,
and
35.
35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is my max.
Alright, so he would still have cover, but you're getting closer to a point where you can see him clearly.
So how do I roll that with my bow?
It's just normal attack, and he would just have a higher AC against you.
Nice.
Oh, yes, that would definitely hit. So an arrow penetrates his armor.
Chat again.
Ranger gang. Ranger gang.
Ranger gang.
And this is a hunter's mark, so
mark.
it's 1d6 on top of the
Yes.
attack. But how do I make that on the roll?
Well, if you don't have a macro set up for it, you just roll an extra d6.
Okay.
Alright, so Colossus Slayer. What are the conditions for Colossus Slayer again?
It needs to
Big
be
hurts.
wounded.
Wounded,
Yes,
okay.
This is from
So 6 and 9, 15 plus 2, 17 points of damage, alright. He is
Cool.
looking pretty wounded now, but he is still up. Anything else?
Lou, I moved the owl
I
because
don't think I
it is the only place where it could have been, because it would not have reached otherwise.
Yeah.
Last round.
Alright. So And actually, I'm just going to put him on the initiative order so I stop forgetting him. He'll go after Chandra. Alright. So, let's see. Alinar is done. The Boule goes. I think he is going to go for Kale, because Kale's kind of the only one you can get easily. So he goes to chomp at you with his massive bite. 26, I believe, would hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
33 piercing.
Oof. It's not magical, right?
No.
So 30.
Wow. That would have one-shot me again if that wasn't.
I'm still up, barely.
I'm not dead yet. Alright.
Missing a part of my midsection, but...
Yeah. You got a couple of holes in your armor and you're bleeding profusely, but you are still up. The Boule roars, and he is going to... Well, kind of... He does look wounded. I think he is going to submerge, which would give Kale an attack of opportunity.
And thing. Alright, let's try. Come on. No!
Oh, so he
My rolls are shit
disappears.
today.
Yeah, unfortunate. He disappears under the stone with some more rumbling, and you do not see where he goes. Eliza runs up to Carl. She says, "Don't die on me," and she is going to use a potion and give it to you. So you gain 2d4 plus 2, which is 9 points. Good roll. So
That's a lot.
you regain
That's
9
almost
hit points, yeah, as your eyes open and you see Eliza kind of kneeling over you, smiling. She says, "You're not done yet, little guy." Zara is going to look around nervously, yelling, "Where did it go? Where did it go?" She's going to kind of move up against the wall here and ready in action. Concentrating on her... oh, wait, she can't because she's blurry. So she's not going to ready in action. She's just going to take the dodge action. Chandra, what are you going to do?
Well, I think I will position myself between this rock and the web.
Okay.
The thought is that if it attacks, it will probably not attack me from the rock, so it attacks from the web side and gets there.
Yeah.
And then I will dodge.
All right, you take the dodge action. The owl is going to fly up here on the rock and kind of wait, taking the dodge action as well. Carl, you were prone and you dropped all the things in your hands on the ground, and you have 1 level of exhaustion, but you are alive. What do you want to
True,
do?
I am exhausted. What do I do? I'm not sleepy anymore. Exhaustion, is it this one? No, that's
I
prone.
put it on
well,
you.
I am
It's
prone.
the radioactive symbol.
That's a radioactive. Well, I am prone as well, but yeah. I'm gonna use half my movement to get up.
Are you picking up your
Cause-
bow?
That's my item interaction, yes.
Okay, so use your interaction, get your bow. You said you stand up?
Yes.
Alright. And
And I have-
actually, this is, the wounded one is this icon. Half heart.
I think I removed it when I got unconscious, that's why.
Oh, well, you
Uh,
had the other heart icon, and your timer's gone because your spell would have poofed out.
Yeah.
Alright, so you get up, and what are you doing?
I do not move. I just actually, where's my drum? Because I remember I threw the drum over here somewhere, right?
Didn't you throw a rock?
Was it a rock? I still have my drum, yeah?
Yeah, I think your drum is still
Yeah,
on
you
your
did
back.
throw a rock.
You didn't throw your drum, no. I think you...
I will throw my drum like with my action.
Oh.
Like, do I need any item interaction to?
Yeah,
to grab my-
unfortunately, you already grabbed your bow. So I guess you could use your action to grab your drum and throw it.
Yeah, that would be my action. Yeah, to just throw the drum over here.
Okay. So you throw the drum over here, making some noise. Ba-bum. Anything
And I'm
else?
not moving.
And
Nope,
you stand
that's it.
still. All right. Kale, what do you want to do? You feel rumbling beneath your feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one thing first, which is re-roll the Staff of Healing charges, because we had a long rest.
Oh yeah, sure.
So I believe that's 1d6 plus 4, isn't it?
Yes. I guess I could look it up. Hang on. Staff of Healing. That is 1d6 plus 4, yes.
9, so it's fully charged from 2 to 10 charges.
Nice.
Meaning I can spend a couple of charges to give myself a good heal. Or maybe... Who else is wounded or like injured? Is it only me and...
You, Carl, Eliza are all wounded.
And Bombrek, but Bombrek isn't here. So.
Yeah, he's in the background, so...
Okay, just give me a quick sec to read up on the healing stuff.
Mass cure wounds. Mass cure. Oh, do you have it?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. But where is the frickin' staff? I thought we had a handout on it. Okay. Staff of healing, IV. Alright, so yeah, I think I'll just use Mass Cure Wounds.
Alright,
5
so
charges.
you expend some charges to use Mass Cure Wounds.
And how much does that heal? Mass Cure Wounds. Alright, so that is 3d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. Do I roll... does everyone get the same amount, or do I roll separately for everyone?
I believe you just roll and everyone gets the same amount.
Alright, good luck everyone. That's decent.
Alright, so you would all regain 18 as healing lights rain down. I think that's within 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah. Which would be, I think, the 3 of you. Eliza's looking
That was
much
plan.
better.
Me too. Thank you. I'm not almost dead anymore.
No, same. Can remove
Unfortunately,
the
it's still
wounded
one
symbol.
hit from this guy.
Yeah,
Where is it?
that is true. Okay, so I'll just stay put with my longsword in hand.
Okay. So Alinar, what are you gonna do? Are you muted?
Yeah?
Yeah, I am muted. This spell is a little bit of a conundrum because it says target is a creature you can see within range.
Yep.
And you need to
Yes.
concentrate. But later on it says, and you have advantage on any wisdom perception check you make to find it.
Yeah, I think when you need to target it anew, when you want to cast it on it, you need to see it, but after that you just need to keep
Yeah,
up concentration.
it's still affected by your hunter's mark. Let's see.
Yeah, you can try to track it now. Yeah, it's made in that way.
So I
But
use
like
a
if an enemy
perception
runs.
with advantage.
Yeah, so you can make a wisdom check or a perception check to try to figure out where it is underground with advantage, but that would be your action.
Yeah, that is my action.
All right, you think it is right in front of you.
Can I move?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
You have move action.
Like, where
So-
is it? Oh, crap! And Alinar, I guess, dashes away. Huh.
Yeah. Let's not. This web. How does that work? Would I know how it works?
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like a spider web, so you would assume if you ran into it, you would get stuck.
So I will not try to run over it. Let's go 30, 10, 20, 30, and 35.
Not towards us.
Okay.
No.
So you begin running that way. The boule goes. You feel the telltale tremors as it moves through the ground and then breaches, sending dirt flying everywhere and snapping at Alinar. 24. It's rolling really good. Sorry, guys. 27 piercing as it snaps you. Chomping down, bending a bunch of your armor plates, but luckily not biting you in half. That is it for the Boule, and Alinar now looks wounded, I assume.
27 hit points. That's very close to death, yeah.
Eliza is going to rush over and say, Alinar, look out! And she is going to... let me get rid of these marks. Oh, wait, I know what's going on. Alright, there we go. She rushes over and stabs with her... glaive. Oh, there it is. She would strike. For 10 points, the creature roars, now bleeding from several wounds and looking extremely wounded, but it is still up. Zara is going to fire at it. Oh, look out, Alinar! Oh, but she would miss. Chandra, top of the round.
Owl. I order my owl to perform the usual thing. Stop dodging, and then I fire magic missile.
Alright, so
At this guy.
you send several magic missiles flying at it. Oh, good shot. It takes 12 points of damage and is slain. And the group is safe for now.
For
What do you
now.
want to do?
I'm getting my drum back.
Alright, you walk over and get your drum. Eliza is panting a bit. She says, good work, everyone.
That was a big one. That was a big one.
That was basically a Kraken, she laughs. She leans up against her glaive.
You would know everything about Krakens, Eliza, right? You were there.
She smiles.
Phelan, have you ever skinned a boule?
Nope.
I have survival. I guess I could try it if you want to skin it.
Yeah, same. Maybe
Ah.
we can assist each other.
Any
Yeah.
of you healers can look to my wounds.
I
Oh,
think
right.
that Kaelin is the only healer right now.
Yeah. I will. Give me a second.
Does anyone have nature knowledge?
Me.
Alright, so...
And Bombrek, I think.
Bombrick, yeah.
Um,
So, you know there are parts of a boule. If you have nature knowledge or alchemy, you know there are parts of a boule that could be valuable for nature rituals as well as components. Unfortunately, their skin is too rigid to make armor out of. The plates aren't very useful in that way, I think. I have to double check that. But,
My roll sucks, so you get 10 hit points
What was
back.
was that cure
Level.
wounds?
Third level cure wounds, yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice healing point.
From the
How's
staff of
everyone
healing.
doing?
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
How's everyone doing?
what's the staff down to charge-wise?
2 charges.
Alright, because I know if you use them all, there's a chance it'll break.
Yeah. Which is why I'm very careful with that.
Alright, so do you want to try to get some reagents from this thing, the boule?
I do.
Yeah.
Should.
Alright, so you're taking some time to try to skin it and get some parts from it. Go ahead and give
What kind
me...
of check do you want?
Probably nature knowledge.
Oh.
Because you have to know what you're looking for, at least if you're going for its essence.
Anyone want to give me a
Anything
hand,
else we
please?
can use it for?
Let me double check something.
I mean, that's a rare beast.
It's
It's
got
probably
armor
valuable.
plating.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can
Something.
probably make a weapon out of it or something. From the teeth or
Drum.
something.
Probably not a
And your drum.
weapon. So I...
I would wear a bullet plate mail.
So, you could probably make, it does have a very tough hide, so you could probably use the plates to make some kind of, like, natural, heavy, like, breastplate armor or plate mail armor, and it would be a little bit lighter than a normal one, because it wouldn't use metal. But that would require probably, like, blacksmith, or not blacksmithing, leather working.
I think whoever gathers reagents right now, I think we need to let Zara collect reagents because she has alchemy. Because Carl is disadvantaged right now.
Oh, right,
I,
because he got knocked out. Zara says, yeah, could someone help me butcher it? I'm not, I'm not
Yes,
as
but
yeah.
let's do it in a way that preserves its hides and plates.
Alright, so do you have leather working, Kale?
No, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I think there are leather workers' tools or something like that. Unless it's just armor. I can... Actually, what are the tools? Let me double check. Maybe it's just...
But I thought general survival should help you just skin stuff.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out something else. Okay, yes, there are leatherworker tools. Now, leatherworking is just to make an armor out of it, but you can just skin it. So, first, Zara is going to try to get its essence. She does okay, and would get 40 gold pieces worth of boule essence. If anyone wants to track that in the party treasury. Or you can
Did you say 40?
Yeah, so she would give it to the group. She would take some parts off the boule, pointing out basically to Kale where he's butchering. And if you're going to skin it, that's probably going to take at least half an hour.
Fine.
Alright, so give me a survival check.
Can
All
I
of
have
us?
assistance from someone?
Yeah, does someone
Oh.
else have survival?
I have survival.
Alright, so you would be at
I'm tired.
disadvantage, but you can certainly see if you roll higher.
Yeah, I'll give it
Okay.
a try.
Oh, pretty good roll.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get an average boule hide, which can probably be used to make specialty leather armors. Alright, so it is now about 10 o'clock in the morning.
I think we should explore because probably there is a lair here somewhere. This thing should have a lair at least. Like what I know from all those kind of beasts, it should have a nest. Maybe we can find something there.
Yeah,
Do you wanna? I'm gonna stop
Also,
walking.
I
then.
would not expect to have any hostile creatures here with this thing roaming around. I think.
What if it has
kill-
children though?
Well, let's decide it then.
so you don't actually have to explore this area. This was just a
We should
random
probably
map,
have
but-
a
Okay,
short
so it's not
rest.
really. So there is nothing there, right?
Well, you can look around for its lair, but were you saying you want to rest first?
We should probably have a short rest,
Yeah, probably.
We are a few wounded. So.
You would be a half hour into your rest at this point, because you've just been standing
So
around
let's
skinning.
just
Yeah, let's
keep
spend
going.
half an hour more.
Give me a d20 roll for events. Let's see if anything happens down here.
Another bullet. The children decided to see where the mom is.
No,
The
nothing
grand-
happens. Another half hour passes, making it 10:30, and you would finish a short rest.
Oh,
These
wait,
rolls.
wait. Do my hit? No, because it's not a D20, so I can't lucky hit
No, you
dice.
can't lucky hit dice. No.
What a shame. I guess I'll roll another one then.
Eleanor took.
Yeah,
over.
I'm just off today. But, okay. I'm almost back to full.
Alright, so you all feel a bit better after a short rest. and you're going to try to track to figure out where the Boulet's lair is. Is that the plan?
Yes.
I would not expect to have more than one here. I don't think that those things hunt in packs.
Zara.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, and actually Zara would say no, they're usually solitary predators, from what I remember. So give me a survival check to follow its trail.
24.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, so you begin looking around. There are actually lots of different tracks. It seems like this thing moved through this area a couple of times. You spend about half an hour walking around. You think you're on the right trail, but this is going to take longer. Do you want to just keep following the trail, or do you want to do something else?
I'd like to find this lair.
Alright,
In
so
for
you...
a penny.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Alright, so you're just following this trail for a bit. So half hour passes, then another hour passes as you're going deep into these caves.
That's fine.
Give me another event check.
Oh.
Let's see if we bump into anything down here. Alright, so it's
First
hard.
roll 10.
It's hard to say what time it is exactly. You would guess it's getting close to noon with your survival abilities. But you get to a tunnel where you find... looks like there's some excrement down here, probably from the beast. And you find the corpse of an elf that looks like it was almost bitten in half. Look of terror on its face, and looks like it's been partially eaten. Looks like it's a high elf, which is a bit odd, and it has a bit of a darker complexion. Maybe it's not a high elf.
Is the excrement elves?
Is the excrement like? No, you think the excrement is Boule. It's a huge pile.
I just probably was a very scary moment for this elf.
Oh, if he crapped his pants, maybe. But actually, some of you do have nature, right?
I do.
So
I'm
Carl,
And Carl.
so Carl, you think this is actually a drow, a dark elf?
Oh,
It
It
looks.
does seem to have a weird complexion.
Although I don't think
do you see?
you've seen one before, but you've
Oh,
probably
such-
read about them.
I'll search the corpse.
All right, so the elf has a couple of things, and give me a survival check. You might know something else.
Whoever's looking. Or...
Whoever wants to, yeah. So you would guess this corpse is only maybe a couple of days old.
Yeah.
Probably did not come from the surface. He has normal clothing. Well, he has silk clothing with kind of a weird style that you haven't seen before. He has a rapier that looks like it's in decent condition. And he has a bunch of daggers strapped to his chest that look very fancy.
I'll
Yo, give me that rapier.
pick up the rapier and daggers.
Okay, so you take the rapier and daggers.
You want it straight away, or should we take it back and see what is first?
I mean, if you want to do whatever we want with it, I was just gonna use it because I don't have any. Because I've noticed I'm a bit of in a trouble in melee.
can you use a rapier?
It's rapier is finesse, right?
Yes, rapier
Yeah.
is a finesse weapon.
Yeah, it should be.
There you go. Then yeah, that's all I need.
Ah, come on, give the guy a rapier.
Yeah.
I gave away my bow, my bow.
My bow. So yeah, he's got the rapier, the daggers, look like throwing daggers, but you can be used as daggers or throwing daggers. In his backpack, he has a rope with 50 feet of silk rope, a grappling hook, and looks like some food. Kind of basic, like underground
Silk
stuff.
rope is good. Silk rope is good. It's quite useful and also quite expensive. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
usually a
add
lot
it to the
lighter.
party treasure.
I think it's a lot lighter than hemp rope.
exactly.
It is. Which
Uh,
is
but-
actually kind of silly because hemp is really light. But yeah,
Who knows? So yeah, what does the group want to do? Do you want to
Did
keep
it look like a
exploring?
layer? Did it look like a layer or just a random encounter?
So this area at least seems like maybe the Boulet's like main area. Judging by the tracks, it seems like it's been here a
Okay.
lot. Uh, it could be its lair. You could look around a little bit more. I mean, Boulet's Zara would tell you aren't known to hoard things usually, but there are sometimes like this. She says like kills around its lair that could have things. So we could keep
Okay.
looking.
I think we should not go any further because if draws start appearing, we are probably deep enough to not. I don't want to meet draw, and we have an unexplored dungeon still.
Zara
I think we
nods.
found what we were looking for. I would suggest we go up and go meet the ghosts and whatever.
fair enough. What do you know about Drow? What do I know about Drow?
So I think who was it that had nature?
Bombrek
Carl.
and Carl.
All right. So Carl, you I guess you can give me a nature check at disadvantage.
And also we have an elf in the party.
Yeah, actually the elf, you can give me an intelligence check with proficiency because you might know something about drow.
How do I add proficiency?
It would just be a intelligence check with a +2, I
By the way,
believe.
I don't have. I'm not an elf. I don't have nature, but I have Undercommon as a language, so I should know something about drow.
You would probably know that they exist
That's
in
same.
the
Exactly.
deep. So that would be a 12.
That was probably the wrong place I pressed. That was intelligence save, it says, but
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. So that would be a 12, Alinar, and actually, Carl, did you make a roll?
Here you go.
18? Oh, okay, well, apparently Carl's in the know. So you would all know that dark elves or drow generally exist in the deep, living in vast and cruel societies deep under the ground in a grouping of tunnels known as the Deep. Carl, you would know that they are kind of a aggressive society led by female priestesses who worship a very evil spider queen. There are other groupings of them that are not part of the main empire that aren't as evil, but in general they're considered dangerous if you don't know anything about them. If you found one down here, you must be pretty deep underground and getting close to the actual deep, which is a dangerous place.
All right.
And I assume you tell them all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Zara
Would
would
this
nod.
be of interest to the ghosts, you think, Carl? Or
Alright.
Adelnar?
Oh, we can tell them, but I don't think that this is going to be a surprise for them. Also, I don't
I'll
think that
still
ghosts can leave.
I'll still drag the corpse of the drow with us back upstairs.
Right, so you're gonna kind of fireman carry it over your shoulder or something.
Yeah, something like that.
He's not very heavy, but he is kind of gross because of the the big
Yeah.
wound. All right,
That's
so
fair enough.
you pick him up and you're gonna bring him back up. Zara would say, should we search around this area a little bit more just to make sure there's no other treasures he left behind?
We
Thought
could.
did. Okay, we might. We might. I actually thought we already looked around. Okay, let's search.
All right.
I will cast detect magic, just to be sure that we don't miss any like magical ring under the stone or something like that.
Ritual casting.
Yep.
All right, so you take 10 minutes to do detect
I'll
magic.
just use perception.
And yeah, give me some perception checks as you do a quick look around this area.
While they're looking around, can I look at the rapier? Is there anything special about it, or is it just a plain old rapier?
It seems very solid and light. It's definitely very finely crafted. It could be magical. Actually, if you're doing detect magic, Chandra, you would indeed sense a magical signature coming from the rapier.
What about the daggers?
Not the daggers, just the rapier.
I will tell it. Hey, Carl, good catch. This thing seems to be magical.
Ooh. Good to know.
Zara says,
Uh,
once we get back to town, I can do an identify on it if you want to give me an hour
Yeah, sure.
or 10 minutes. So, anyone else doing perception? We got Kale
I
and...
guess I will. I guess the scout has to percept.
It'd be a disadvantage, but you could roll another 18,
Here you go.
12.
Could have Eliza have a look as well.
Yeah.
well, I have 13 passive at least.
So while you're looking around, Kale, you
Yeah.
do find, looks like a couple of, what are they called? What are those grasshopper things?
Grasshopper things.
Yeah, the burrowing ones. Ankhegs. You find a couple of Ankheg corpses. Looks like this thing killed recently, kind of off to the side. They look pretty
Okay.
fresh. But other than that, it doesn't look like there's anything else down here.
Can we use them for anything?
You might be able to skin them if you want to take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I think those were going pretty well. We could sell them for a pretty good price.
Zara seems a little nervous. She says, well, we could bump into other bad things down here if we take too long, but alright, we just have to be
I agree
careful.
with Zara.
Well, maybe we could, but I think most natural predators would recognize a Bule hive or like lair, maybe avoid it.
She says, well, if we're close to the deep, I'm more worried about the unnatural predators, and she kind of motions to the drow.
Fair enough.
I agree. I want to get out of here.
Alright. Well, do you want to do the skinning? It'll take about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I want to do the skinning.
Okay, so give me a check for events, and it is raise danger.
Sorry?
D20 roll, basically, but there's a higher chance something might happen because you're in a bad place. And also give me a survival check to skin these things.
Need help with the survival, even though I'm
Yeah,
almost
if
in.
you want. Oh, good roll.
Actually, I don't think Kale, unless I do a nat 20. Two nat 20s.
Give me a roll for the second one as well.
Oh.
Alright, so one of the hides is actually pristine. The other one's a normal.
Bring the wrong one anyway, so.
And now give me just a d20 roll. Actually, I should have done that
Be my
first
guest.
before we finish the skinning.
Okay, I can roll. No one rolls.
No one wants to roll.
Oh no! I hope. I shouldn't.
So nothing happens. You finish skinning. 20 minutes pass. What do you want to do?
Let's get out of here.
And I'll
Yep.
drag the drow corpse with us.
Alright, so...
You're gonna bring the elves a draw corpse.
Yeah. Just to make
Alright.
them aware of the dangers
Yeah.
underneath their temple.
So the hides, just FYI, weigh about 30 pounds each for weight purposes. Because they are
Okay.
not light. The hides for the and the boule hide
Okay.
actually weighs about 40 pounds.
Yeah, I can probably carry it all, but
We each take a piece then.
Yeah. We can
Yeah,
there are
just,
several of us to help. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean whoever wants to
They're
carry.
currently just in the party treasury, but
Alright. So yeah, we just have to figure out who's carrying what.
Umbrek.
Sure, I guess Bombra could just carry them. He has a lot of strength.
I'll carry some.
Alright, so you are trying to make your way back to the surface. I do need another survival check to navigate.
Oh,
give it a try as well. Or... If you
Alana,
want
don't you have survival?
Does Eleanor have survival?
I mean, it's an elf ranger.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Survival
So
What do you mean?
under your skills, yeah, see if survival is checked.
Survival is not checked.
Right. So unfortunately,
Oh,
Skill.
Your
uh,
ranger doesn't know tracking and.
maybe he's
not
more.
one skill.
Maybe he's more of a fighter ranger. He's more of a soldier than a survivalist. So give me a events check. Let's see. You're getting a little lost down here. Like, wait, did we come this way or?
Anyone? I guess I'll roll the d20. Oh, not there you
I
go.
already
Oh,
did.
Sandra did.
Oh. So as you're navigating around, feeling a bit lost, I will say, Carl, you notice a side cave with some interesting looking plant life growing in it. You think
Can
these
I-
are some rare cave herbs.
Can I nature check them to see if I recognize them?
Yeah, herbalism or nature would probably be fine.
What skills do you have, Elena?
Athletics, insight, investigation, perception, persuasion, and stealth. Everything you need to hunt down people, bad people in the city.
Yeah, he's more of a city ranger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you recognize these herbs as being rare, like the type you could use to make potions and salves. If you want, you could use nature or herbalism to try to collect them, but it would take some time.
What about Zara?
Oh, yeah, Zara. Zara looks at them and she nods. She says, I could probably help. I think I know which ones you need.
Yeah, let's
Carl
try.
does
How long-
look
how-
a bit
how long
under
would
the
that
weather
take?
at the moment, so.
How long would that take?
To collect the herbs would be about, I think I said 20 minutes.
I mean, we've been here a long time. How far are we from the start? Oh, we don't. We're kind of lost, right? So we don't know how far we
Yeah,
are
so
from
you
the
think
drop.
you've made some progress. You're not near the deep as well as near the deep, but yeah, you're still somewhere in the underground caves trying to find your way up.
So they're useful? I think we should.
I guess.
Pick 'em.
Yeah, why not? Why
Alright.
not?
So Zara is going to try to assist you. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
By the way, did anybody put in the bully stuff in the body treasure? Oh yeah,
Yep.
I see. Nature check, you said,
Yes.
because I don't have a herbalism. So.
Unfortunately, it is a disadvantage.
Like all of my rolls.
So unfortunately, neither of you rolled very well, but you do spend 20 minutes and collect some stuff. You collect 60 gold pieces worth of rare herbs, which can be used to make healing potions or turned into nature components. And Zara says, "Excellent work." She smiles at you. Now let's...
She doesn't have to lie.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what?
She didn't have to lie to me
Don't
like that. Excellent.
don't patronize me, Zara. So I assume you're going to continue trying to find your way back.
Yeah. Let's
That's the
try
plan.
try to not get lost.
What you say? What did you say the thing was called? Herbal.
60 gold pieces of rare herbs.
I'll add them to the party treasury.
All right.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
that's a pretty good roll. Carl, you want to give me a survival check as well?
Of course, I'm just looking around me, so confused. What's going on? Still like bleeding.
A little woozy. Oh, well.
Still
So,
better.
yeah, you and Kaylin are kind of pointing, looking around, and you find a couple of caves that lead you back to a familiar area. And before you know it, you are back at the cave.
Let's go up.
Let's go.
Oh yes, that's where we are.
So, up over here. Liza's like,
Okay,
fresh air. Thank the gods.
Okay, guys, let's go. Let's go to the ghosts and tell them that we have slain the creature.
Right?
Yeah. So remember to stay on the walls.
Yes, hug the wall. Hug the wall.
We're missing a few people, but oh yeah.
I
I'll
don't
go.
have a icon on
Oh,
this.
You can drag them.
Yeah,
I have a
I'll,
map. I have a black
br-
square.
I'll bring you guys on.
There you go.
So Kaylin and Alinar.
So yeah, stay on the wall. Do not. We know that touching the grass is gonna make you fall.
Or can when you get.
Well, can.
Right, so let's move out to the entrance to the Elven Ruins.
How's the before we go? How's the spider situation over there?
So you mean down south?
Yeah, here. where
Your
I put my
trap, your trap is still there. You don't see any spiders nearby. You haven't seen any enemies in the shadows, though you do hear things skittering around deeper in the cave.
All right. Well,
Alright, so you're headed
that's
down.
none of my business.
Oh yeah, none of my business. Somewhere else in the cave. Alright, so you head down into the buried library. So you could go ahead and pull yourselves on at the entrance, which is down here. As you come down the stairs into a familiar area.
Yeah. Look.
You still hear something moving around in this room with the door closed.
Oh yeah. I wonder who that was.
So you can drag your character from the journal onto the map to put your token down.
Yeah. Just literally just drag your name.
Because I think
the
you
name of your
all
character.
you all have this mapped out, so you should be able to know where the entrance is. Or does Alinar have this mapped out, or do I have to drag you on?
He's been here before.
I can't hear Eleanor. So.
Did we lose Alinar, or is he muted?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my wife was leaving for work.
Oh, no worries.
So how do I drag my icon onto this map? You said I could do it, but
So from player, you see the map, right, where the stairs are. All right. So from character info, player characters, you can click and drag your name, and that'll drag your token onto the map wherever you drag the name to.
Upper right corner, second tab. Journal tab.
Yeah, in the journal tab. It's under character info, player characters.
yeah.
And I think Alinar is at the top.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it.
Here we are.
I
Just for those who were not here, this room. Last time we tried to investigate it, but we found a couple of iron cobras. So
Okay.
we just closed the door.
Oh, so we're not accepted by the dungeon's defenders yet?
No, the
they-
elves said there's nothing they can do about the
Okay.
constructs, but there might be a way to shut them down within the creator's bedroom. But there's also an iron golem or a stone golem in there, so
Yeah.
they would recommend caution whatever you do. Alright,
Also, we can't get that door open at the moment, I think.
yeah, that
So-
too. You don't have anyone who picks locks. So yeah,
Unless Zara, she prepared the.
she
Is
says,
that
I prepared knock, so I can get us through the door, but I don't know if we want to disturb the stone golem just yet.
Yeah.
Not for now.
Let's just
for-
investigate.
Alright!
So,
So if I
Kaylin
remember-
is still carrying the corpse.
There's a trap there, yeah.
Yeah,
can't
let's
walk
go
through.
around.
Alright, so you make your way down the corridors, keeping an eye
I
out.
think I may have stolen.
The bolter is still in the room guarding, it looks like. You don't hear noise coming from the north room anymore, so you wonder if that one kind of reset and went back to being inactive.
No. So if I remember, there was a trap over here. And over here, we had to make a jump down here.
Yeah. It
will take-
sounds stupid, but I cannot make it across without, like, I don't have enough strength to make a 10 feet jump. So this is a bit.
Oh yeah, you needed Braza to teleport you across.
Yeah,
Didn't
Braza
Yeah.
got you across last time with teleporting.
Hmm. Well, Braza isn't with us at the moment, so
Yes. I guess
Actually,
he.
this.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean it's just a bit I know that I mentioned this in the chat in the channel that like there is no mechanics by which you can jump more than your strength.
No, and actually, I'll say that we'll just say Braza is here in the background, so he can probably teleport you across.
Okay,
So
understood. So,
you can say
That's
that he summons his fiery creature and takes turns poofing
okay.
everyone over here.
sending
Okay,
my
here's.
echo over and teleporting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
So
could do this for him,
so
but you can jump as well.
you are able to bypass the dangerous floor, making your way back to the hallowed area. You see the roots of the large tree still growing all around, and the ghosts stand vigilant, nodding to you as you re enter the area.
We found this thing down in the Bulette's hive
As soon as she
layout.
sees you carrying the drow, she gasps and say, "Do not bring that foul creature in here."
Alright. Just thought you needed to know what you have close nearby.
She
I'll bring it.
says, "How close did you find that drow? Where was
Eh,
it?"
about an hour and a half of traveling through the Bulette's tunnels.
So the drow remain below us, possibly remnants of the last cataclysm. Did you find any living ones, or was it just this dead one?
Only this dead one.
Thanks to the boulet.
Well, perhaps for now they don't know of our temple. So you've slain the Boulé then?
Yeah, here's the hide as a
Alright.
proof.
I'll just leave the drow out in the hallway for now
Alright.
and come back inside.
So, Savala looks at the hide of the Boulé and smiles and says, "Thank you, friends. You've done us a great service. I think the creature's continued existence would have put this place in danger of losing more books. You are free to walk around as friends to the old worshippers of Gaian, mother of this world.
We'd still have to watch out for the bolters and stuff, aye?
Unfortunately, the artificers of old created those machines, and we do not have a way of turning them off. As I said, the Master Creator's bedroom may hold answers, and there may be other supplies, old labs, and other bookshelves down here that you could use. But yes, for now, there's nothing you can do but destroy the Guardians, or figure out a way to turn them off or bring them to your side."
Alright.
She says, "One final thing. I wish to give you all the blessing of Gaian. Please come close." So she would touch the tree and wave her hand as light kind of bathed all of you. You would regain all your hit points, all your hit dice, and for the rest of the day you have plus 1d4 on all checks and attacks.
Mm.
am I still exhausted?
Yes, it doesn't help with exhaustion, unfortunately.
Damn.
You still feel tired from your encounter with the Boulé. She says, "If you ever need our wisdom or counsel, we shall be here. And I ask that you do what you can to protect this place. Do not let others know of it, and keep others out of here. Will you?
Alright.
Will you promise to do this for us?"
Yeah, sure.
Definitely.
All right. So you all swear that you'll keep this place safe and keep others out of it.
How
Well-
many have been told in the village about where we are and what we found so far?
We didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, actually, I think the only one who knows now is the one who brought with you Eliza. And she's fine with swearing to not tell anyone.
Keep them.
And Zara would also
by the
say,
way-
of course.
What does Eliza want in the end? Because we didn't really get much from the bully itself.
Yeah, she sighs. She says, I was hoping you would have something other than, well, you got something. She smiles at Carl and says, but yeah, there wasn't really anything that was found that I could use, so maybe just the 30
You
gold
want those
pieces.
daggers?
She says, no, not really. Daggers wouldn't do me much good.
I guess I'll give Zara my 30 gold out of my pocket for the help. Actually, is she the one that spent a healing potion on me?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah, I'll give her 40 gold then.
She smiles and thanks you. She says, that should be good. I mean, I did use the healing potion, but I don't suppose you all have an extra healing potion. And she sighs.
no,
I do.
I'll hand the healing potion that I have on me.
Oh, and she smiles and says, thank you. Thank you all, and yes, I'm happy to keep this place to myself. What are you going to use it for, if you don't mind me asking? Zara would say, there's a lot of knowledge to be gained from study down here. If the group will let me, I intend to stay here for a while and see what I can discover. Though I might need their help dealing with some of the constructs still, if we can find them.
I don't think you should stay alone down here. I think we should probably clear out the rest of the corridors and rooms, and then
Oh,
make
yes.
sure it's a safe research environment.
Yes, that's what I meant after we finish making this place safe. And the elves would nod and say, there is, I think they told you this already, but there is a laboratory down the hall to the north and a supply room down the hall to the south. So you might be able to find something of use in those rooms.
Right?
Yes.
The master's chamber is in which direction?
The master artificer's chamber is just north of us, but that's where the stone golem resides. If I had to guess, I would say the patrol bolters and the other constructs are in the supply room. So if you go down there, be cautious. It's the room to the south down the hallway.
All right.
There might be a couple of them in there.
What's below this place?
Well, I think those chambers are caved in.
There are some holes in the floor that leads down to some caverns or something underneath.
Levia nods. She says, we were constantly having to maintain this place because there were caverns underneath it. So I imagine with the death and forgetting of the place, many of those old holes, wore through the floor. It's just caves under here. I don't think there's anything of value down there.
I'll drop the corpse of the drow down there,
She nods.
and I'll go to do just that.
Alright, where are you dropping it exactly?
Well, there was one of the bedrooms. The southernmost bedroom.
Maybe we
had
want
a
to bury it outside
hole in the floor.
and not get any,
So you want to go...
workers from beneath. Don't feed the monsters underneath us.
Could attract...
All right, sure.
predators. Alright.
I think what we need to do, I think we need to take advantage that we've been healed and we have this nice feeling, the blessing of Gaia, and we need to explore while we have it.
Sure. Let's head back north and find the laboratory.
Alright,
Yep.
we're about the halfway point, so why don't we take a quick 5-minute stretch break for restrooms and such, and be back at 12:35.
That's fine.
Alright.
We need to do something about those holes here, because I don't want to have Braza spend his creature every time I need to cross it. I wonder if we can somehow... I was thinking just to cover it with like a couple of boards or something.
Shit. I'm out of cider. Be right back. No more booze. Alright, I'm back with more booze.
That's
I never play D&D sober. Without alcohol.
really.
I always have something to drink while I play D&D.
And you had how many campaigns going?
At the moment, only one. I
Oh,
only have this
okay.
one. Yeah, I don't...
Usually, like
Actually,
maybe a
thought you
day,
played in like 3 or 4.
a
Per
day.
day. Yeah, per day, of
But that
course.
explains a lot, Carl.
You know, I have like, what, 4, 5, 6 Curse of Strahd going at the same time. Just to drink.
Yeah.
Nah. This is currently my only campaign, the only campaign I'm playing.
Do you want
Do
to
you
do
have any idea
another
how?
Curse of Strahd? I have one running Monday. We need 2 more players for it. It's not me.
I'd love
It's
to,
not
but
me running it. Actually, it's one of the other GMs.
it's crap.
I'm already DMing one campaign, playing this one, and I play Saturdays and I play Sundays, and every other Sunday I have another one going. So
The
I
problem
already
is
stretched too thin.
I work like 5 days a week, and most days is like 12 hours, 13 hours. So this is the only day I can play properly because Thursdays aren't the busiest.
I'm already
But
considering dropping one.
how long is Curse of Strahd? How many sessions more or less? Like a lot, isn't it?
It kind of depends on the GM in your group.
I think it's like a year.
Yeah,
Easy.
exactly. If it was
It can
like
be, yeah, it
4 or
can be
5,
very involved.
yeah, exactly. Like if it was a couple of months, I could do it, but sadly, I can't just lose another day like that at work.
Yeah, I think actually the time would be wrong for you anyway because it's an evening game.
Yeah.
Evening my time,
Would be like
which is I think that's morning your time.
I mean, I used to have sessions that would start at like 11 p.m. for me, so
Yeah.
whatever
Guys,
excuse I have to get drunk.
can we? I'm just thinking, can we do something about those pit holes that are here? Like every time we need to cross it, like we need to spend a resource. I was thinking, Lou, is it possible to take, I don't know, like there are 2 benches here.
So I mean, I guess you could take them, but the elven priestesses might not love that. You could bring back like boards from the town, like lumber, and cover them
There you
up.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
could
what
do
I
that.
was
That's
thinking.
smarter.
I'm just thinking, is there anything we can find here that would do? Like, is there anything
Sure.
that maybe it's not on the map?
What about
Probably,
public corridors?
yeah, probably not down here. But like I said, if you bring some supplies from town, you might be able to. At the moment, you do still have the fire lizard out, so it wouldn't be spending a resource for the next hour to poof you across things.
Okay, but then we can do that.
So
Yeah. Oh, guys,
Zala, well, Zara would ask. So, are we? What's the plan? What do we think we're gonna do now?
I think we need to continue exploring.
Hey, we do
And
have this blessing, so let's take
yeah,
advantage of it.
we need to take advantage of us having the blast and just
Are
do
you saying
that.
it's golem time?
No, I don't think we can take on a golem. What do I know about
Huh?
golems?
I could
Did,
sneak
did you
around.
say stone golem?
I
Yeah.
need to be
Yeah.
rested before we do that.
Yeah, same.
You
I need
know
to.
that stone golems are extremely dangerous. You don't think your group would be up for it? At least not right
Yeah,
now.
guys.
Maybe with the 6 of you. I mean, mechanically speaking, it's a CR10.
Could I stealth a stone golem? That's a question. If the place was smoky, do they know? Does anybody know, like in our party, if the stone golem has true sight or something?
I don't think they have.
That would be an Arcana check to know about them.
Zara doesn't know anything about them.
She says, I know they're very dangerous. I think they're resistant to magic, but that's all I know about them. There's probably a
I
lot
have
to them.
22 Arcana.
So you know they are immune to poison, psychic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical, just straight out immune. They are immune to charmed, exhaustion, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned. And they have a weird slow effect they can do, where I think it affects anyone within 10 feet of them that they can use as an attack, and basically you're slowed as the spell.
But this means there is nothing preventing you to just smoke the room and stealth around them.
Was the plan.
They have dark vision and an okay passive perception, but not the best. I mean, if you could find a way to see through the smoke yourself, it would have to be really thick smoke.
You said we know they have dark vision. I am invisible to dark vision users.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they can't hear you. That just means they can't see you. So they could still attack you if you have if you're walking around and they perceive you.
Of course, no. But that's what I'm saying.
I think technically you could sneak around them, but not with your fatigue, Carl.
No, of course no. I'm not saying right now. I'm saying that's instead of
eventually,
fighting.
I think eventually this will be the way forward.
We also
are not taking it in the
next
fight.
level, I would say, because I will have way more stealth.
Zara says we don't know what its commands is. Like if we open the door, it might just rush out and attack us. If it's supposed to protect the room, or like if it's told to attack anyone who tries to even get in, who knows? It's a bit of an unknown.
Just wait. Just leave it for now.
So what did they say? Was the supply room somewhere further down this corridor?
There should also be a laboratory to the north.
The supply room, she said the supply room was here, and the laboratory was here.
The supply room was where, did she say?
Southeast.
Down the hall down here, and the laboratory was here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody
so
who wasn't
both down
here.
there. Okay.
Yeah, they're down south.
Okay, then why did we go up?
Because
go down,
she
then.
said the laboratory was to the north.
She said,
yeah, exactly.
She said down the hall, which was not down the hall to the north, which was not the most obvious.
Okay.
And actually, at this point, what's her name?
Eliza.
Eliza would say, well, if you think we're done with the boule, I was probably just going to head back to town. Unless you think you need me for this and you want to give me a share of the treasure. And she smiles mischievously.
I don't know.
I mean, she knows of the place, so if she wants to come to, explore with us,
It's just that, like, the only reason we're bringing her is because Bombrek is, not here. So it's kind of like, if we could play Bombrek, we'd be fine.
Yeah, and that's up to you if you want to. Because, I mean, you still have 4 people, so you should be fine.
Yeah.
And you have an NPC.
Thinking that as well.
You also have Zara.
Yeah.
So.
Let's let Eliza head back.
Alright, so she would nod and said, that's what I figured. I'm happy I got to help you fight the boule, though. It was an experience. Drinks at the tavern later?
Of course.
Sure.
She pats you all on the back and will take off, going back to town. Hopefully making
okay,
it there
so
alive.
let's go down. Let's go down while we have the fire lizard, so that can teleport me. Let's go down and down this corridor to the supply room and to the laboratory. What do you think?
Bombrek says, weren't there traps in this hallway last time? You all yelled
I don't
at
think
me.
we need to go. No. Yeah, I don't think that we need to go down this hallway because they said that both rooms are down that hallway.
Oh, yeah, if we're going south. All right.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can bypass the trap again for now. because you
Yeah.
still have the fire lizard.
Okay, then basically we go here. Oh yeah, Kalen is here already. Yeah, then we just go forward, and we need to be very careful because there are some traps down this corridor. So I would suggest us moving slowly and looking down, because there was a spinning blade trap in the upper corridor. So I would imagine it easily can be something like that here as well.
Didn't we find something down here? Maybe not.
All right. So, what is your highest passive perception in the group?
Probably me.
What is that?
Isn't
5?
Eleanor?
15?
15 for him. I will
And
send my
and
echo
plus
down
one
the hallway
D4
in front
or
of
less.
us.
So,
I can use my owl, don't worry. So if we need to scout, I can scout, but owl cannot. I don't think that owl can easily spot.
But the echo
Trap.
can probably,
Does he have a
set
weight?
off the trap.
Does he have a weight?
Let's see.
Yeah, but then if it is, then yeah, of course. It's much better.
It says it occupies its space, but it doesn't say anything about weight or anything, no. Translucent grey image. So maybe not.
yeah, it's probably more of an image than like an actual being, because yeah, it just kind of does force damage, so it might not set off traps. So
Yeah,
Eleanor, or go ahead.
I will fly with my owl down the corridor just to check what's happening, like where the doors are, etc., before we continue going and searching for traps.
Okay, and your owl's passive perception is what?
It's quite high.
Helena's is 15. The owl is probably at 18.
Yeah, I think the owl's
Because
at
of its
advantage.
advantage in sight and...
Exactly.
All right.
Yes, it is 18.
So, well, the owl is not super smart, because I think its
I
intelligence
can
is...
see through its eyes, so I don't have to use her brain. I can use my brain.
But I think when you look through its eyes, don't you use your own perception?
Let's.
No, but he can't do anything himself, I believe.
So the owl, I mean, the owl can look, but I thought when you look through a familiar's eyes, you use your own perception.
Let's see.
Well,
The physiology of the being you are possessing would kind
Additionally,
of...
as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of. So I see through
okay.
their eyes.
So yeah, maybe that would be his perception. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So you and Alinar both, as you're kind of coming down this way, would notice that the floor looks a little bit weird here. You think there are pressure plates.
I'll bring the drow corpse and I'll drop it onto the pressure plates, like throw it onto it from 10 feet away.
All right. So as you
Let's
do
move
that,
out of the corridor before you do that.
Right, you guys move away.
Yeah.
well,
And I will move away my owl. It's quite
all right,
flimsy.
so everyone runs away before you do it. As you do that, a bunch of blades swipe out of the walls and ceiling, making that
Aim as
area.
in the other corridor.
Right, it's another blade trap.
Yeah. A moment later, they would retract.
Can we keep it there for reminder? Just like you kept the red square down here?
Sure.
Well, the draw blood will remind you.
Yeah, so taking a look at the pressure plates, you think that acrobatics could be used to balance between them. Or you could try to jump it, of course, but
Yeah.
you think the plates only go in that 10-foot area.
Can I use a piton to jam the plates? Just jam them in pressed position.
So you want to try just pushing down on the pressure plate and holding it?
Well, you throw the corpse on the plate. I think it presses down and it stays pressed, and you just jam the piton to hold the plate, so it doesn't unpress.
Yeah, you could do that for that one plate. You trying to do that for like a bunch of plates going across?
I think we need two to be able to go across, right?
So the plate isn't the whole 5 foot area. They're more like these stepping stones with a kind
Okay,
of
okay. There are more.
like a thin area between them you could actually step on. So you'd probably need about 6 pitons to hold down all the pressure plate buttons.
No, I don't have so many. We could grab stones from here somewhere. Like there are a lot of stones around in the places where Boule was. Like we just grab big rocks and throw them, and we can just go onto a difficult terrain.
And no one
while
has
they have rest.
no one has thieves tools, right? I think I asked this
No.
already.
No,
Okay.
none of us have proficiency with them.
Okay. So yeah, if you could get some rocks to hold them down, that might be an answer. Or like I said, come out some kind of acrobatics. Or if you had like a long board, again, you could kind of cover them and walk on top of the boards.
Yeah, we don't have board, but I think we can grab some rocks.
All right. So you,
Right.
where are you grabbing rocks from?
Let's go check. Where do we have rocks? Well, we definitely have some rocks here. Like there is.
Yeah. Ask the elves if it's okay if we clean up this area a little bit, the temple, and take out some of the rubbish rocks.
Oh yeah, they are. If you ask them, they say, of course. You can.
Yeah, like there are rocks here, for example. I don't think those are sacred rocks.
No, you can
They're
help
just
yourself to any of the cave-ins. She says that's fine. All right, so you
Yeah.
take some time to get some rocks together to set off this trap, making yourself a safe little path through the center. So it's probably about 3 o'clock now, and the trap, at least for now, should be safe to cross.
All right.
I tried to read the labels above the door if there is any.
There is some elven writing, and it does indeed say storeroom.
This is the storeroom.
You would
but I think we
also
should stay away since they said there were many.
Yeah, you would
Multiple
actually,
people,
you would notice at the bottom of the door here, there's a small panel that looks like it could open up, that something the size of a bolter could roll through.
Yeah. Can you put a piton and stop this door from opening?
Yeah, I can do that.
So you're going to try to jam it so it can't push forward?
Yeah, not until we want it to be opened.
Sure, give me a strength check. You try to jam it in there really good.
Well, I'll ask someone else to do this.
Yeah, I can do it.
Kaylin, you're strong. Alright, so 14.
Unless it's athletics, then it's 16.
It would probably just be straight strength. So you get in there pretty good. You think it should... I mean, if something was to continually push on it, it might be able to wiggle it open, but that should keep it closed for a decent amount of time, at least.
Might give us a warning, at least.
Oh yeah, if you were nearby, you would
Yeah, to
definitely
move.
see, like, hear something pushing against it.
I'll fly around with an owl and just... Okay, so this is all there is, right? Door from the top, and what is to the east? What is here? Is it a door or is it just a wall?
It just looks like a wall to you. Yeah, the hallway continues north past here and south. South looks like it has a cave-in. But north, I think, continues past where you can see. And of course, there's a door here that in Elven is marked as a laboratory. And Zara's eyes get really big and she rubs her hands together.
I would start
have a
with the
lot.
supply room, guys.
What?
I would start with the supply room. What do you think?
That's where all the bolters are?
But is it supply like bolter supply? Supply of bolters? Or what do you think?
They said that's where the guardians are.
So
Yes.
Zara nods. She says there's probably other supplies in there too, but I'm guessing... Because didn't we hear them moving through the halls at night while we were resting? Or during the
Yeah,
day?
probably that's where they're... Yeah, that's like their like bolter shed.
So there could be like, well, I don't know how many. Could someone sneak in there and take a look around?
Okay, let's
Maybe pull up the
not
doggy
without-
door and send.
Can we do the laboratory first?
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I tried to open the door to the
Alright,
laboratory.
so there is a flash of light as a force field goes down, and you are able to push the large door inward. It reveals a room with several tables with various magical laboratory tools on them. Looks like there's an alchemy bench. There's a looks like a potions display, and two walls filled with crystals. And you see one of the tables actually has a couple of potions in holders on it.
Yes, we should probably check for traps before you just rush in there.
Yeah, here Zara's like just like fizzling
I'll
up,
make-
ready to run in.
I'll make a circle with an owl and just look around. Is there any obvious anywhere?
So the one thing that's probably obvious is that there is a gem in here that lights up when you open the door, shedding light on this area. But other than that, give me a perception check. I guess use your owl.
Active perception.
Yeah.
Okay. Owl. Where is my owl? Here it is. And it has advantage if it is sight-based.
Yeah, it would be sight. And there's light in here, so you can see fine.
Sorry, I just cannot find any. Okay, I'll just roll. It's plus.
So on the sheet, I think
Three
you just
advantage.
click on wisdom on the owl sheet if there's no perception.
But her perception is 13 and wisdom is +1, so she has proficiency.
Here, let me take a look at
Passive
it.
perception is 13
Yeah.
and wisdom is 12, so she must have proficiency.
Oh yeah, it says under skills perception +3. You just click on that.
Ah, yes, indeed. Sorry.
All right, so 11,
not
but
good.
with advantage, your passive is still
18.
18. All right, so she would be flying around, looking, and you're looking through her eyes. So you see there are several formulas on the shelves over here, along with some ivory tubes, which might be scrolls. There's looks like a alchemy lab and a couple of magic labs that could be possibly used in the creation of various magical trinkets and maybe weapons even. But other than that, you don't see anything of much note.
Lara must be excited.
Oh yeah, Zara's like, can I go in now? Is it safe? You don't see any
It's
obvious
secure.
traps.
Yeah, like if they are very well hidden.
Yeah, so she's gonna run up to some of these benches and just start looking over all the supplies. She says these are in very good condition. I bet they have magical enchantments preserving them. Oh,
I will look at the scrolls I found and the crystals that you mentioned.
All right, so it looks like there are several recipes in some of these crystals. Are you opening up the scroll cases?
Probably what I can do. I will just so we don't miss anything. Before I do any searching, I will spend 10 minutes to cast detect magic as a ritual.
Okay. What about everyone else? What are you all doing?
I will try to read some of the scrolls, crystals, the books.
All right, so it
None
looks
of
like
this is my expertise.
yeah, it looks like a lot of these crystals are on methods of potion brewing. There are some crystals on methods of like enchantments and creating like different things to hold enchantments like swords and armors. But probably... Oh, go ahead.
this library tells you how to make magic weapons and armor and stuff.
Yeah, it looks
We
like there are some formulas for making lower level magical items, like +1s.
we
So
actually
this
do have one crystal in the barracks in the town, the crystal of alchemy and the crystal of magical formula for magical weapon creation. So we have a couple of those, but we have them in the barracks
Yeah, and some
right
of
now.
these might be a copy of what that is.
we should
Probably.
cross-reference and see if we can learn something more.
Yeah, let's see what else we have.
Zara nods. She says, if I had the materials, I could probably do a lot with this lab. I wish I was an artificer. And she says, well, this will be very valuable to us going forward. If we are able to, as I said, get some of the magics required, we could maybe even make some magical things here. And she says, looks like
Yep.
there are some potions and scrolls. Should we check those out?
Let me cast detect magic first. I'm like almost finished.
Alright, so you would do your detect magic. There are 3 potions that look like they're finished as you're getting magic signatures from them. There are magic signatures coming from the ivory tubes. And you would notice, Carl, that on the alchemy bench there are about 300 gold pieces worth of nature reagents, probably used for making potions and healing potions.
Did I add that to the party treasury?
You gonna gather it?
I'm asking. Carl.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not really inside looking at stuff. I'll just
Did we lose
hold
Carl?
watch.
No, I'm right here. I'm right.
Oh, you were muted.
Oh.
So yeah, do you want to
I'm good.
gather that?
Nature
Yeah.
components, you said?
Yeah, nature components.
300?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Carl walks over and gathers that up, and yeah, you can
About
head to the.
about those scrolls that are glowing. Are they glowing as a scroll would glow because scroll is a magical thing, or are they glowing somehow differently? Glowing.
Give me an Arcana check.
Because I probably have seen a scroll with detect magic in my life.
Yes, for sure. So 2 of the 3 scrolls are you concentrating on the auras?
Yes, I want to see if there is anything. Basically, just I'm a little bit paranoid about evocation auras.
All right, so one of the auras looks a little bit strange to you. It's hard to say what that means. 2 of them look fine. One of them looks a little bit off.
Well, I will call for Zara and ask for her advice and say that, like, like this one is a bit dodgy. Do you think it's trapped?
She looks at it closely. Um, she says, "You're detecting magic on it, right?"
Yep. And like the signature is not what you would expect from a scroll.
Give me a perception check. 18. She looks to Alinar. She says, "Can you take a look at the scroll tube, see if you see anything off about it?"
So that would be a perception check for me.
Yes. So she's looking over it. She says, "I don't see anything odd about it, but if you're seeing a strange aura, we might want to hold off on opening it and take a closer look later, because there could be some sort of magic defense."
Yeah. Well, just I don't know, put a sticker next to it or something so you don't grab it by accident.
She nods.
Yeah.
All right, so you're looking at the other 2, though?
Yep.
Give me a D10 roll.
Oh.
Wait, what did I just do? Did I just leave the game? Whoops.
The gods have forsaken us.
Gods have forsaken us. Coming back. Sorry, I think I clicked the wrong thing. Alright, what did you roll? 1? So the first potion, as you pull it out of the holder, has a strange looking, looks like a nail in it, floating around
Is
in
it a
the
potion?
concoction.
Is it a potion or a scroll?
Oh, you were looking at the scrolls? I thought it was the potions
Yeah.
you were looking at. Sorry. Alright, sorry then. Never mind. We'll get back to that. But I'll say maybe Zara looked at one of the potions and she sees there is a nail, like a toenail, floating around in it. She says, "Huh, this is odd." But back to the
But
scrolls.
when you said about the strange aura, was it in the potion or in the scroll?
It was on the scroll. I just
Okay, fine.
I got thrown off because my roll 20
Okay, good.
disconnected for a moment.
A nail? Like a human nail or like an iron nail?
It looks more like a giant's toenail. It's a very big nail, like a toenail.
Huh,
This is
interesting.
gross.
Wonder, Lara, do you know of any potions that use giant toenails in creation? Some strength potion or something?
She says it could be. That sounds familiar, actually. I'd have to consult my notes. Alright, let me get that scroll out, sorry. So, give me another d10 check, or roll. You pull the scroll out, and this first scroll is a scroll of thaumaturgy. The common, I think it's a cantrip.
Yeah, it is.
means you-
Cleric cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not the most
I'll-
useful.
I'll still hand it out to Kaelin.
I'll put
Okay.
it in the party treasury.
Give me another d10 roll as you look at the second scroll. Alright, that one is a Speak with Dead. Which actually I think is a
Also cleric.
cleric spell, yeah. I think it's
Clerics only?
second level. But yeah, it seems like these two scrolls are clerical.
Yeah, Kaelin. Just here you are. This is yours.
Hey,
Maybe
sure.
we will maybe we'll need to speak with some dead down the line.
Well, this kind of magic is beyond me at the moment, but
I think with the scroll should be fine.
So there is a failure chance if you try to cast a scroll that's above your level. But I think it depends on how high level it is. But yeah. Alright, so you
add it
take...
to party treasure.
Yeah, so you take the scrolls, and you have the third ivory tube, which you do not open because it's a little fishy. What else are you doing?
I don't think there is anything else to do. I think we have.
Let's sit down for an hour and identify the potions and the scroll and the rapier and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me look at the other potions here real quick. So you looked at one of them. Give me a second roll. D10.
Did we find anything out from looking at the first one?
Just that it had that toenail in it.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing so far. And actually, hang on. Let me consult my notes real quick. Because it closed all my notes when it went away from the screen. Alright, so the second potion... Let me see if there's a good description for this one. The second potion... There it is. The second potion is looks like it has an orange liquid inside of it that sort of almost looks like it's flickering. And above the liquid, below the cork stopper, there's a bunch of smoke. And give me a roll for the third potion. So the third potion is just a clear vial. Doesn't have any obvious markings on it. A clear vial of liquid. And you said you're going to take a short rest to try to figure out what these do?
Yeah.
Alright, so you begin resting. Zara is looking at the potions. As you're doing that, about 15 minutes into the rest, you would see the door on the bottom of the door start to move as if something's bumping into it.
Let's shut this door.
The one we jammed.
Yeah, the jam door.
Everyone inside the laboratory, and let's block the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
still have a couple of pitons.
so you get inside, close the door, and wait for a while.
Yeah.
Alright, so after about another... Go ahead.
No, I think we need to jam this door probably. Or is it opened to the outside?
Jam this door?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, you could, I mean, you could just lean against it. It opens
Closing
inward.
it, and I'll lean against it as usual.
Yeah. Let's
Alright.
do that.
So, Alinar, are you going in the room or outside? Right. Running back in, alright.
Are you muted?
I think he's muted, yeah.
Yeah, I think I see something strange with this wall over here, so I will do a perception check.
Which wall?
The one I'm standing at.
Sure. So you're looking at the wall. So the noise of the banging goes on for about 5 minutes or so. Then finally there's a like clang clang as if the piton was knocked out, and you would hear a bunch of movement as if something goes into the hallway outside. Though luckily,
Can I tell how many?
give me a perception check. Actually, any of you can make a perception check at this point. Okay. So it sounds like at least 3. Alinar, you would guess there are about 5 things that came out. And it sounds like they went in different directions.
We might have 5 ballistas out there. So
Yeah.
we should hunt it down until they gone into passive mode again.
Do you think we could sneak into the supply room now and maybe get some stuff out of there if they're not
That
there?
is actually a good idea.
Send your owl, maybe.
She says, "Oh, I don't have an
Yeah.
owl."
Yeah, we can use an owl, but let's wait until there is no movement, so they are not straight near the.
We're waiting till it's silent in the hallway, yeah.
Alright, so some time passes, and yeah, they would all go out of distance. You don't think they're out there anymore?
Let's
I will.
rush over.
Should we let the owl in first, and then if it's clear, then we will do ourselves.
Is the door
Is-
open?
Yeah, is the door open?
So the door is still closed. It seems like that bottom door kind of swung open, then shut again.
Right,
okay.
I'll see if I can open it.
Yeah, so you kind of get down and put your fingers in there, and you can pull it up, revealing.
Yep.
I mean, you could just look in. It's only like a maybe 3 by 3 foot space, but yeah, you can look through it, and if you have the dark vision anyway, you would see some stuff in the room. Looks like a
Let
bunch
the
of
owl in?
crates and supplies. All right, so you're sending the owl in.
Ellen, let's let the owl in to look around properly.
All right, so the owl
Yeah,
crawls.
send her in, but I'll head in as well and start looking around. Oh, we should have more people, more eyes, and just raid the
Yeah,
room.
let's go. If there is free, then it's free. Let's block. Let's all move in here and block the room from inside with pitons.
Oh,
I don't know if you
So we
can
have
block
time.
it. I don't know if you can block it from inside because the door opens outward.
Are you sure you want to be in here though?
we
Isn't that
just
very
want to raid it. Let's go quick.
All right, let's but let's not block it. Let's just get out of here.
There are weapons on this counter. It looks like.
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
it looks like there are a bunch of old swords there, as well as a couple of sets of armor. They're all looking pretty ragged, as age has mostly destroyed them. Though you would find, it looks like there's a dagger on the table. It actually looks like it's in pretty good condition.
I still have detect magic on.
I think at this point it would have worn off, because you will remember resting.
Okay,
Or
when
you
we're
were,
here, I'll just continue. I'll just start casting it again, so we don't miss anything.
And
Does that
Alinar,
take 10 minutes?
it would take 10
No,
minutes, unless you're
Yeah, I
doing a
will.
spell.
Well, you. It just depends. Like you may search, and I will just cast. So maybe when you
I'll
finish, I will
I'll keep
finish
watch
casting.
then.
Alright, so
Okay.
Carl's... Or go ahead.
Okay.
So
Can't you have the owl watch outside, Chandra?
I'll have to like basic. Well, yeah, I can
It
actually.
can do simple tasks like
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I can ask it to watch, and then I don't know, like to honk, or what do they do, to hoot, if anything is there. And yeah, then Carl can
Right.
stay here. We don't need
Anything
a
that looks valuable on that table, including the dagger, I will just...
So the dagger definitely looks valuable. All these weapons are kind of falling apart because they'd be very old. So you're not sure how valuable they would be. But yeah, the dagger definitely you would grab.
Yeah.
These crates are actually surprisingly solid for how old they'd be. And you see a bunch of stuff on the wall over here that looks like
Wait.
some... Yeah.
Do we see those?
See what?
I see
The
two bolters.
bolters.
Oh, no, those actually left, sorry. What bolters? I don't know what you guys are talking about. No, there's no bolters down there.
Okay. Yeah, so I say, guys, you start looking around. I will just start casting detect magic.
Already on it.
Alright, so you're looking around. Give me some perception checks as you're spending time. Are you trying to break open the crates and look inside, or just what's obvious?
Yes, I'll just be rampant, quickly doing everything I can to get whatever's valuable.
Do you have a crowbar?
I have 2 swords.
Alright, so you use your swords to pry open the crates. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And those are that's a long sword, right?
Longsword and a greatsword, whichever works
well-
better.
Oh,
I also have hand axes if I need to hack open something.
Hand axes would probably be the most, you
Yeah.
know, the most crowbar-like thing. So you're probably using your axe to kind of
Yeah.
open things up. So 17. Did you roll another 25?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay, that was the old roll.
That was from earlier.
17. Go
Come on,
ahead.
guys, get those possession rolls out.
19. Oh, good rolls.
Carl,
That would not be.
Yep, let me give it a
correct,
try.
because this should
Even
be
though
blessed.
I am exhausted. Yeah, night.
What did you say, Eleanor?
This should be more than 19 because it should be blessed as well.
Oh yeah,
oh,
so
yeah,
you
I
guys-
forgot about that as well.
Yeah, so you can roll d4s and add that to whatever you got. Which you can just use the dice button to roll d4. It's on the left side of the screen.
I got 21, not 17.
Okay. Oh, and you got.
And
23.
Eleanor got 23. Yeah.
Alright, so. You would find a couple of things then. While looking through one of the crates, Kale, you find what looks like a bunch of components. There's about 100 gold pieces worth of arcane components. 100 gold pieces worth of nature components, and 100 worth of religious. So 300 total. Alinar, you would find a strange looking device. It looks like a stone, like a little stone talisman with little runes carved into it, or etched into it, I guess, because it's stone. It looks like some kind of arcane device, or maybe a religious device, but it's hard to say. It's in on top of one of the crates, kind of hidden off to the side.
I will ask Carl if he recognized the rune. If I can't understand it myself.
So, Chandra, you're still casting your spell, but Arcana might actually
I
tell
know.
you something.
Yeah, well, I just need 10 minutes. Like, is it not yet 10 minutes?
It's getting there. It's almost 10 minutes. Give me...
Just wait.
I will see he is busy here, not ask him quite yet.
Yeah, he's still doing some weird chants. Give me a events check. D20 roll. See if anything happens while you're all in here. Alright. So while you're looking around, Alinar, you would notice something else. To the south here, behind the crates, there's a pretty large hole in the floor.
Down where I'm now? This area?
Yeah, like down here. It looks like the boule may have dug in here at some point. Oh wait, I think I lost connection.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost
Connection to the
too.
server's been interrupted.
Damn you, roll 20. Alright, give me a moment.
It might be damn you, Putin, but I'm not sure.
Damn you, Putin, yeah.
Anyway, that's a good saying you can use all day, all year.
Exactly. Let's try a refresh. I'll try refreshing, even though it'll close
Yeah,
all
I'm
the notes
refreshing
again.
again.
Putin broke the internet.
Well, we can still hear each other, so.
Well, that's because that's the Discord server. That's different.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I got locked in.
Yeah, it's reloading for me. Give me a sec.
Just says, opening planet transport. Your connection to the server has been interrupted.
It's still connecting for me. Yeah, I wonder if something's going on with the Roll20 servers. I hope not. Still says I'm connected, which is weird because my thing is loading. Oh, wait, I think I'm back in.
Yeah.
So... Oh, the hole went away. Hang on, let me put it back out again. The music stopped. So over here, behind some of the boxes, there is a large hole in the floor. Do you see it now?
Yeah.
All right. I assume you'd kind of be around here when you saw it. So it looks like, yeah, something dug through the floor. This might be some boule damage.
What is this to the south? Seems almost like a skeleton.
It looks like a bunch of old debris. So maybe like rotting wood or maybe some old food or something. But it looks like mostly dirt.
I will try
This
to go around
looks
and
more
check out the
interesting.
desk at the bottom.
All right. How far can you see with your dark vision?
60 feet?
60?
Probably.
So the hole looks like it's about 40 feet deep. There are several destroyed, looks like crates down there, and just a pile of stuff. It's hard to see exactly what it is from up here, though.
There's a lot of stuff down this hole, but we might want to wait until we got control before we check it out. But we should go down there at a later date.
Alright, so Chandra, about this time you finish your detect magic. You would see... Go ahead.
See, just one thing. What did he find? Like, he did find some contraption or something. They said, right?
Yes.
Yes,
So there
I
was
will
a.
read it.
Go ahead.
I will use my detect magic on everything, including this contraption that Eleanor found.
All right. So the stone talisman that Alinar found is definitely magical. There's also the dagger which you found is also magical, and you would sense coming from back here on this table. There is a small pouch with magical auras coming from it.
I will take it, and I will open the pouch.
Alright, so you open the pouch. Inside there are what look like a bunch of small stone figurines that look like those bolters. There are 15 of them.
Look
think
like
they
some
will
kind of
stop if we
control
break them?
device. No, maybe we should keep them on us. I don't know. Maybe they don't attack anyone with those figurines.
I mean, we could just ask the elves.
Well, let's find out at a later point. Let's just get what we can and get out.
It looks
Let's. I will give one figurine to each, and then the rest I will keep in the.
What's the range of your detect magic?
It's 30
like
feet.
60 feet. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
30
maybe 30
feet.
feet.
30.
Yes.
Just walking around everywhere.
Yeah, but you can't look down to the bottom of the shaft then.
No, unfortunately, it's just out of range, unless you were to start climbing down. So there is also a piece of paper on the desk, but it looks like it's falling apart from age, and you can no longer read what's on it. That was right next to the pouch.
Can your sight penetrate the crates?
Yes, it should. I think at least I should be able to identify if there is anything magical there where you haven't yet. I want to walk around and just say which crates are worth destroying to Kalen.
So
If there is anything in those.
you don't see any other magical auras coming from in here. The only things you saw were the dagger and these stone figurines. Oh, and the talisman. But nothing else in here seems magical.
Okay, so what are these things in the middle? The three
Those are pillars.
Good. pillars.
Yeah, like support structures.
Alright. Well, let's get out.
I will give each let's give each party
Yes,
member
but
a
let's
figurine.
do it in the laboratory.
Yep.
Alright, so 10 minutes have passed. You
Like
quickly exit the room, crawling out through the little doorway, and head back into the laboratory.
I think we are pretty safe in this laboratory, so we have time for identify.
That's the plan.
Yep.
Alright, so who has the pearl? Is that Zara?
The stone talisman or what pearl?
The pearl for
the-
identify. Because you need a
Alright.
pearl for that. I forget, because I thought
That's
your
the only
group...
pearl we have.
Yeah, did your group buy one, or does someone have one?
Our group bought it for her.
Okay. So she could start working identify. So some time is passing. Let's see.
Is identify per one item, or can you identify a bunch of stuff?
It's 10 minutes per item, so it'll take a little while. So she says, what shall I identify first?
Let's start with the talisman.
Alright, so she concentrates, bringing out the pearl and doing some magical chanting. Her eyes glow for a moment as she looks at the talisman. And she says, it's some sort of control device for the constructs, but its exact properties are hidden from me. I just know, I'm just getting that it can be used to control the construct somehow.
Let's see. Maybe if you identify also one of those figurines, maybe it will give you a hint.
She nods, and it's taking another 10 minutes. As this is happening, you would hear movement out in the hall as you think the creatures have returned, or the constructs, and are going back through the little hole in the door.
I think we just keep silent while they do that.
Give me stealth checks at advantage. I actually should have had you roll before, but I forgot.
Mine is just a regular stealth roll, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Same.
As you try very hard not to make any noise or move.
Well, I am, but I am wearing heavy armor, so.
So it's just...
Alright, so Alinar.
Building the suspense.
Alright, so luckily you can cover for each other in here. And even though Cal is kind of a clinky, you just, some of you are making sure to help him keep quiet. And no, you are not noticed. So Zara would continue her identify. She says, this little stone figurine is a key connecting to one of the constructs in here, but it's hard to say what exactly that means. All of this, whatever they did to create these, it's kind of muffling my ability to identify.
Can it be the stone golem?
She says, no, I think these are related to the bolters, but I don't know how. I just know that each stone figurine, well, at least the one I identified, seems like it's connected to one of the bolters. My guess would be...
Oh, and did you remember to add a bless to the roll?
I did
It
not.
doesn't matter.
No, me neither.
Yeah, so she would say, it's not giving me a clear answer, but they both have something to do with the constructs, both the figurines and the stone talisman.
Well, while we're here, I'm just gonna show the rapier, and since we're identifying things here, I'm sure we have another 10 minutes to spare.
Yeah, probably.
She nods. Actually, now that you're looking closer at these things, investigation might tell you something.
Yeah, this we can do.
Ooh. D4?
I mean, a 1 is still a 1, no matter, even with a D4.
Yeah. This is, actually, anyone can do a perception or investigation. It doesn't have to just be Chandra. Someone might notice something about this. Alright, Carl's on it. So Carl... Oh, and Kale. As she's kind of saying this and you're looking at the figurine and the talisman, you notice what you thought was a symbol on the talisman actually looks like an indent, where you could possibly place the figurine into the talisman. Like the bottom of it.
So probably we can control those. We just need to figure out.
Which one is which, and can
which
you
one
control
is
more
which,
than one at a time?
It doesn't seem like. I think there is only one indent, right?
Yeah, it looks like there is only one indent on the actual tablet. You guess maybe that paper may have had more information on what the different tokens were for, like which one was which bolter. Or maybe the bolters themselves have some markings on them. It's hard to say.
What good news is that we have like at least 3 or 4 bolters that are just standing there, and we have all the time in the world to figure it out. The ones that are guarding the laboratory, the libraries.
Zara nods. She says, yeah, if we can... Those will be easy, but what about the other 5?
All the other 5, we know they're just standing here. I know that they have some kind of patrol schedule. But maybe if we figure out those 3, maybe it will help us figure out the remaining ones.
She nods. Do you want me to take another 10 minutes for your dagger, Carl? She says, smiling.
The rapier or the dagger?
Or
The
either,
rapier, I
yeah.
think.
You
The
do the
rapier,
rapier.
yeah.
The
All
dagger
right.
was not
I
magical.
was talking about the rapier I got from the draw.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the dagger was
magical
magical.
as well.
Yeah.
Am I muted?
Yes, yes.
Alright,
No, you are
so
not.
she looks at the rapier, takes 10 minutes, and says, this is a +1 rapier.
That's a-
Lower side of magic, but still valuable, for sure.
Sorry, my internet completely cut off the moment you started talking about it. What did you say?
Oh, it's
That's
too
one
late.
rapier.
I can never... Oh, damn it, you told him.
Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a +1 rapier.
Can you have a look at the dagger as well?
Yeah.
She nods. She says, oh, this is a +1 dagger of returning. Very useful as a ranged weapon, as you can summon it back after you throw it.
Sounds good.
And she gives it back to you. Alright, what does the group want to do?
I think now we need to be on the lookout for a figurine of a stone golem.
Zara sighs.
I
She
mean,
says, how much you want to bet it's in that room with the stone golem?
Yeah, probably so.
I highly
Probably.
doubt it's in the storage area, at least.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the figurines with those bolters were in the room of bolters, so luckily, I think it's very logical to presume that the figurine. Yeah, but we can. But this is good. We have a plan because we can actually try to retrieve it. Probably Carl can try to go and find it.
She nods. She says, then we have those iron cobras we have to deal with. I wonder if there are figurines for them somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, we have a room with those. Maybe it will be there. We have a room with a couple of cobras we have not yet investigated.
Alright. So yeah, what does the group want to do? What's the plan?
I think we
Well-
need to continue. Probably I would go follow this corridor. What do you think?
To be honest,
And,
I would. If we wanna do like the golem or like explore more, I need a long rest. I don't know how y'all doing. I know the thing. How long does the bonus last?
We're leaving off the golem, don't worry about it, but let's have a look in the corridors and find
Yeah.
if there are any more rooms
We
we've missed.
will not. We will have a long rest before we try to engage the golem room. I think.
Alright.
We're
Come on, right?
not gonna try it, are we? Like, it's dangerous, like.
Don't worry, Carl can take it.
Carl seems
Hey, I
disappointed, but he's like, alright.
I fought a bullet, bare hands and killed it.
Yeah, that's
But,
exactly what happened.
He
Yeah.
just wrestled it to the ground.
Yeah.
Let's go up, but
Right,
I will
let's
send my
look
owl.
for traps.
Yes, I will send my owl to look for traps down there.
And
Alright.
then I will not as well.
So the owl flies down the corridor, but it's not seeing anything strange. No pressure plates or broken down parts of the floor. It looks safe. Although when it gets up to this area, more to the north, it looks like if you're looking through its eyes, the floor here might have more of those pressure points.
Yeah, but then we probably can get some stones from the caving here. I see there are some stones here, so we can probably do the same.
Yeah, most likely. It would also see a door here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but let's
Eleanor?
go for. Let's fix the trap first.
Yep.
Alright, so you take some time and
Already
yeah.
leaning over the door.
use the rocks to disable the trap here.
Yeah,
What kind of trap was it?
More
you
blades.
see the blades. So
All right. So what time is it? It is now probably about 4 o'clock at this point. You would guess because you're underground, so obviously you can't see the sun. But with your survival, you could probably tell.
Yeah.
So yeah, this door looks like a normal door. There's no real markings on it. You don't see anything that looks like shielding.
Right, guard up. And let's open it.
Right, the door pushes inward to reveal a room with a bunch of tables and chairs, all of which are kind of old and falling apart. And actually, give me a moment. Let me consult my notes on something. Eleanor, what's your passive perception?
15.
That is correct. 15.
Alright. So when you first step in and look around the room, you would notice under the table over here what looks like part of an iron cobra statue. And there's one over here as well. Both of them are fairly well hidden.
They're small.
Not small. They look like actual statues.
You know, the kind that animates and attacks you?
Yeah. Are you walking up to them?
Okay, so they are full-size snakes.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, yeah,
You're talking
I
about
just-
figurines.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no.
look,
No,
you,
the actual snakes. Do you want to walk in, or are you staying back for now?
But they were broken, you said? They
Uh,
seem broken?
No,
No.
but you can only see part of them.
Yeah, you only see part because the table and chairs are obscuring them.
There seem
don't
to
think
be
it's
some
worth
snake constructs here underneath the
Ah.
tables.
I would leave them.
Do we see anything else in here?
No, it looks like it might have been some kind of like either some kind of meeting hall or eating area, but it's mostly just a fallen apart like old room now.
If I don't see any sort of valuables anywhere, I'll just head back out.
No, it doesn't look
Yep.
like it. If you... Oh, hang on, Cal. So as you step around the corner here... Oh, God! Give me a dex save. As you hear the click stepping there, and a bunch of blades spring forward. Oh, no! Alright. So you are unfortunately caught by the blades, dealing 15 slashing. And you kind of
12.
stagger back a bit. As the blades strike you, then go back into the wall.
I officially hate this place.
And Zara
And
says,
then you walk into a new trap. No.
Zara, yeah, no, luckily there is no trap up there. It was just at those two corners. And Zara says, well, hopefully
More stones.
we can avoid these. And yeah, it looks like another cave-in.
So we can grab stones from close up.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
You
and
grab some stones and use them to disable this. That's fine.
I'll
About this cave
heal
in,
myself with this.
is there anything I can see anything through it? Or what? How bad is the cave in? then.
So you take a closer look. Yeah, you can actually kind of see through it, and there is a hall on the other side. Although there's no way you could get through this without digging, unless you had some way of transporting past them.
12 wasn't enough for the dexterity save either, right?
No,
I forgot to add the d4. Yeah.
it was close actually. You only needed one more.
Would we still have Brazza's strike? No, I'm guessing the hour is already gone by.
It is, but also it would be more than 15 feet.
Uh-huh. I see.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 25
How wide is
feet. How wide is what?
What?
Oh, the
talking
cave.
about?
25 feet, sorry. It's 25 feet of rock cave-in.
Oh, that would be one. And how much of that would I need to like dig up if I wanted to go through? Like,
It would
By having a
you'd probably need like pickaxe of some kind, and it could take quite a while.
More well,
At
that's
least a
good to
day.
know.
Could Gale do like an echo transportation through? Is that like an option?
If I can see the other side.
Technically.
Wait. I think it needs to be within 15 feet of me when I summon it.
Why do we want to go there? Why suddenly this caving? We've had a couple of cavings all around. Why
Oh.
suddenly this is so interesting?
I don't know. I've done the cave-ins, the cave-in over here as well. It's just
I
sometimes
think
when
this is
cave-in-
the first one he could see through. Usually it's solid.
Ah.
So we can see
Okay.
through this one, but it's 25 foot in.
Yes, exactly. So there's a hallway on the other side, so it does go someplace, but it is 25 feet to get to where there's no cave-in.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can only summon my echo 15
I
feet in.
think probably maybe we need to leave it and like come back later with pickaxes if we want to do something.
Let's just head
about
back to the camp.
Zara nods. She says also, if we start digging through there, we might release something. Alinar, you actually, as you're walking away, hear something coming from over here with your passive perception 15. It's very faint, and it's only for a moment, but you would hear... No, from the cave-in.
What do I hear?
You can go closer and try to make an active check if you want.
Would an owl be able to squeeze through?
No, it's not that big.
Active perception check.
Yes.
Remember to add a d4.
Yes.
I'll have a look. I guess I'll have a look too.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. No need.
So-
plus d4.
Yeah, plus a d4.
Just roll d4.
No, it's better be 4. Or just roll 4.
Oh, all right. So you hear a low, almost like it sounds like a woman crying, very faintly. And give me an intelligence check.
Would that be? Yeah, just press the intelligence
Yeah.
normal roll and add a +4.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
you don't need.
Uh,
You don't need to +4.
So it
I'm
sounds.
blessed.
Yeah, man, that's too bad that you're not in a battle right now. You'd just be murdering everyone. So you listen closely to this crying, and it sounds. It sounds like something that you've heard of in stories, where elven women become cursed and are forced to walk hallways as undead spirits whose wails can cause people to die. Beings known as banshees.
Oh. There sounds to be a banshee up here, so we might want to not go through this tunnel.
Carl, have you changed your mind about wanting to go there?
I mean, we do have a speak with dead, communicate with dead scroll.
You would not want her to communicate with you.
You mean so we can talk with you after you go through and die?
After she screams at you. Zara thinks, she says, a banshee. Wow, I've never seen one of those.
Those are pretty powerful undead. Like I don't think we are up for the task.
Maybe
We should definitely talk to the elf ghosts about it.
she says, yeah, maybe they're lost souls from when this place used to be a temple. Maybe they became trapped back there when there was a cave-in. Although banshees can go through solid walls, can't they?
Let's head away before they see us.
Alright, so where's the group going?
Let's go. Let's take the upper corridor because at least we will not have to skip anything. And I will send the owl again.
Bombrek
there
says,
was
there's another trap somewhere.
Yeah. Bombrek already caught it somewhere. So owl will be like trying to pinpoint it.
The owl would find pressure plates here. So I'm
a
guessing
bit
you're taking some time to use your rock trick again.
disable, yeah. Yep.
Which luckily does work for these traps, the way they're designed. Pushing it in would make the pressure plate not work. So yeah, you spend some time getting a little footpath of pressed in plates, and you can now cross this one.
So we've done the kind of round now.
Yeah, I think should we try to deal with the stone? Because there was a room
I
with
think we should
potentially
go
some
to
loot.
talk to the elves about the
Yeah.
items we found, the control items, and also about the
Yes.
banshee.
Yeah.
Maybe they know about the where we can find the stone golem one. Just need to jump over this thing.
Or teleport. I guess he could use
Yeah.
his fire spirit again.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you can go all the way around it. It's like
Yeah, or you could go back around. But if you go back to the elves, they are waiting and would greet you again. They say, "Hello, friends. We saw the bolters moving through the hallways. I pray you were not attacked."
That actually brings up an interesting point, and I will show them the talisman and the figurine of a bolter. Have you ever seen something like this?
She looks at it curiously. She says, "No, though it looks like something our artificer may have crafted. It seems like his handiwork."
Like, we have a pretty good hunch that those are used to control a particular bolter.
I see. She says, "Well, that would make sense. I assume they had some kind of control devices they used to give them commands." She says, "How does it
Just a
work?
little
Do you
bit.
know?"
Well, like there is an indentation in this talisman, so I assume you
Right.
just put a
So-
figurine of a particular bolter in, and you can command them.
When you show her the talisman, she says, "Oh, I remember this. The artificer often had it around his neck." She says about the talisman. Though I've never seen him use it, but that would make sense.
I would. You know what, Alinar? I think you should have it because I have a pretty good idea. Like, I have a feeling that if someone can command them, they would have to be commanded in Elven.
That seems like a logical assumption.
So yes, so they have to be commanded in a language they understand.
All right, so
So I will.
you give the
I will give.
artificer talisman to Alinar.
Yes, and then I think all the 15 figurines, just otherwise it doesn't make sense to carry them.
Zara
Try it
would,
on the bolter in the library that was passive. No,
Yes,
before.
we can try it on those.
Zara would mention there might be other things that talisman does. As I said, the magic was shielded from my identify, so there could be more to it than just controlling the figurines.
I'll look at the ghost elves. Do you know? Do you maybe know if there is any other use for this talisman? Have you seen your artificer, like, maybe mention something about it or use it in some other way rather than to control?
So she thinks for a moment. She says, "I believe he would use it while channeling magic. I think it almost acted as a focus for him." And, her sister, Levia, says, "Yes. I believe when he casted spells at times he would grasp it in his hand. So maybe some sort of magical focus for an artificer or some other magic
This is common,
user."
yes. Yeah, magic user often use some particular trinkets as their Hokai.
And she nods. Maybe you did you say you were a wizard yourself, Chandra?
Yes, I am.
She says there might be something that it could do for you, since you use arcane energies as well.
Yeah, but it is a little bit tricky to try to do it blindly because it seems to be shielded from identification spell.
Yes, sir. She says he was a crafty one. Probably wanted to keep the secrets of his trinkets hidden.
But I think given time, we will identify what it is. Like, we will figure out what it is. Um, but I think right now the controlling feature is the most important to us and the most interesting.
She nods and says, well, if I remember anything, I can of course tell you. Oh, did we leave Kale up in the corner of the map there?
Yeah, I wasn't at my computer for a while.
Oh, no worries. But she says, yeah, if we figure something out or remember anything, we will of course tell you.
Yeah.
One of the artificer's notes might contain more information, but it's most likely guarded by his golem.
Yep.
There seemed to
This
be a
is
cursed elven banshee in the tunnel to the northeast of here. Do you know anything about her story?
So she goes quiet for a moment, almost looking as if there's some regret in her eyes, and she says, yes, the spirits to the northeast are definitely not at rest. If you do manage to get past those cave-ins, you'll be in grave danger moving through those halls. So I suggest if you do go up there, bring defenses, because banshees are extremely dangerous. They have a wail that can kill the living if they hear it.
Is there any way to guard oneself from those whales?
The
Can you
only
plug your ears? Oh,
She says, no, the only way that I know of is to use magic to silence an area. That will protect you. But conventional plugging of your ears will not.
thank you.
She nods. Alright, so what does the group want to do?
I think we either try to destroy the cobras that are left in pretty much the last room we have not yet explored.
Zara.
We
Okay,
could
go
try
ahead.
at the control device on the last remaining
Or we
ballista.
can control, or we can try to control one of those bolters.
Zara would nod. She says, well, the cobras are contained. I think if we could deal with the bolters, that would make this place safe for now.
Yeah. Ah, and by the way, there were a couple of chests here that I think at least one chest that was protected by magic and we did not dare to open.
Where was that?
I think in one of those rooms.
Oh, right. The one where the bow was.
No, not the one with the bow. I think the one. I think the one where the helmed horrors were. There was definitely a chest. Then we tried. We looked around it. We sniffed it. And
Oh, right.
decided
It
not to
had
break it.
the rune on it, and you guys weren't sure how
Yes,
to
the
open
rune.
it. That was this room. Yeah. No, I remember.
And there was at least, and I think also the same chest was in the room with the fog.
We had 2 chests.
Yeah, there were 2 chests up north that the bolter was kind of guarding.
Yes. So I think the chest with the rune, first chest with the rune, is our first target, and then we can try to figure out how to control bolters, and then we will have 2 more chests to explore.
How will we get into that chest with the rune, though?
Well, you mean which one?
The one that you didn't want to move. This one.
I just look at Zara. Zara, didn't we talk about dispel magic?
She says, oh, yes, that's right. I can do that. I forgot.
Yes.
All right. So, yes, she says I can get that set up.
Well, let's
Alright.
go first, check the first chest, and then try to figure out how to control bolters.
All right, so the group is heading back over there. Zara will use dispel magic.
Teleport with the blip. I think it was. I think it was here, right?
It was this one.
Ah, this one.
And this one here. Alright, so Zara is going to use her Dispel Magic. Oh, D4. And she is able to dispel the aura. And she says, oh, I think it's safe.
I think we need someone strong to open the chest if it is closed.
I'll go for it.
Alright, so well, it's locked, so you're trying to break the lock open.
Yeah, I use my hand axe.
Alright, so you're smashing at the lock. Go ahead, give me a...
Wait. Didn't Zara say she had knock prepared?
She does. She says, I can use it on this if you want. She will...
I managed to duplicate myself.
There's two of you now.
Yeah, let's do it. We are not opening that golem door before long rest anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. So she casts Knock, and the padlock would fall off. As you open up the chest, there are... looks like a couple of old leather sacks inside that are falling apart. One of them doesn't really have anything in it, but the other one has a bunch of Iron Cobra figurines.
Aha!
Nice.
Looks like there
Will
are...
you add them to your inventory?
I will pick them up.
Alright, so there are 8 of them.
So do you also have the other magical pouch and the stone talisman in your inventory?
Yeah, not written up, but...
Yep, can you write them down? All of them?
Who has them all?
Yeah.
Eleanor, yeah. Which
Bolter figurines, Cobra figurines. I don't
And
know
the
if
stone
we...
talisman.
And stone talisman. We just need golem figurines, which we expect to see in the room.
Maybe.
And
Anywhere.
yeah,
But yeah,
Yeah.
Eleanor needs to add them so that maybe at some
Yes,
point we
Put
can.
my whole character sheet into edit mode, yeah. And then, no.
usually you can do it in bio. It's easy to add some random stuff.
Yeah, are you using Roll20?
Treasure.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think, well, there's like a spot for inventory in Roll20 that you can add various items to it. Or you can put it in bio. However you want to organize it, it's up to you.
Bio and then
Put it
treasure.
In Roll20.
With your character sheet.
Yeah, then that is...
And then you have core, bio, or spells. You click bio
Yeah, and that's treasure.
and bottom treasure. Yeah.
Yes. And also...
15 There was 15 of the ballista figurines.
Yes.
Volta.
15 bolters, 8 iron cobras, and the artificer talisman. And you can also add them in core. I'll just show you really quick. If you go to core, you see where it says like it has like your gold, and there's like you have like your longbow, belt pouch, all these items down in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, you can also add items in there.
That was the that's I didn't see the small little padlock at the end to add new stuff.
Oh,
plus
yeah.
sign.
Yeah, you can use the plus. The padlock makes it so you can delete them or move them around. But yeah, you can use the plus to add the items.
Usually for me, I think it's easier. Like this list, it's easier to do like random stuff that you have multiples of, like paper, quilts, etc., etc.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
more like storyline items. I think they are better fit in this bio.
Sure, yeah. I mean, however you want to do it.
Yeah, well, that's just how I would do that. Should we quickly go and see if we can figure out the bolter stuff? We should have one here.
Yeah, we can.
Which room are you going in? This one?
I think here we destroyed.
There's a bolter right across the hallway.
There was an inactive one right here.
Yeah, I think they were all inactive in those ones. The upper one, it was destroyed together with the whole library. Unfortunately, collateral damage.
Yeah.
But here there should be one. There should be one here.
There's one on the top.
Yeah.
This top library here. There's here and.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think two more.
the top one might still be in aggressive mode because you stole the bow. But this one is just sitting here.
So we have a chance we can go to the top one and try to calm it down or turn it off.
Let's figure out how it works on
Or we can
the
try to
inactive one.
activate this one, the inactive one, which
Yeah, maybe
See
it
if you
just
can
go
command
with
it
us.
somehow.
Yeah.
Alright, so what are you going to do?
Let's enter here.
I feel more safe about doing the active one on top,
What?
because that one is already active.
No, the active
we-
one on top can be aggressive.
Yeah,
we
but
don't know what
he can't attack us through the wall.
he can. He can. That's the problem.
Yeah, he can. He
He's-
has a firebolt and etc. etc.
Exactly.
But this one is
exactly what he
also
did.
active. It is active because it is tracking you. I think we have tried, like, when you're
Yeah,
walking
so
around.
it's looking at you, and it looks like if you go near the bookshelves, it definitely is observing you. You don't
It
think
is
it's
not
turned
like-
off.
Yeah.
I will try to hold the figure talisman in my hand and try each of the 15 figurines and see if there's any reaction when I connect them
Alright,
into the slot.
so you start putting the figurines in one by one. You get to the 9th one, and when you put it in, you would see this one glowing softly, as if like a fairy fire was cast on it or something.
There seems to be some reaction now. Do you have any advice, Mr. Wizard?
Order him to follow us and protect.
If he see you as something dangerous, he will try to protect me by destroying you. I'm not sure if that's a
Oh,
good thing.
Uh,
Let's
try to tell him
just
to follow and first of
have
all,
him
I would
follow.
say to just cancel any of his current orders, and then follow our group and protect us.
I will
Because
try to
because what I want to avoid is, yes, he may protect us, but he may still have an order to attack anyone who touches.
let's do a simple test first.
Yeah, let's do.
And then I tell the figurine in Elven to follow me. And then I will one step up.
Is
See if
Kale
anything happens.
is Kale hiding in the other room?
Sounds about right.
He does indeed follow you. He just moves along on his treadmill.
Then I can try to see. I need a room number. And I walk out of the door
Okay.
and see if he follows still.
He would indeed.
And then I check the room number above the door.
All right. So yeah, these doors are still numbered. Yep. So you could get
And-
any of their numbers.
Then I can tell him to. I can go in and have him follow.
Yep.
And
He would
then
follow
I
behind you.
ask him to deactivate.
Alright, so it just sort of sits there when you say deactivate.
So now we got pacified a whole library, which we can peruse.
I'll give
Zara,
him minutes.
Zara's happy. She says, yay.
But I think we need to order him to actually follow us and protect us. Eventually, when we I don't see why we don't use him as a resource.
I think maybe he would do more use back at the.
If he protects us by firing a bombardment arrow close to one of us, he could potentially kill us.
We
I'm
can
not
we
sure
can
how
bring
smart he
him
is.
we can bring him to the town and
You can
actually
use it in town or sell it in town. Yeah.
Yeah, we could use it to protect the town, possibly.
or we can sell
But
them in
we might also be held liable if he blows up the town.
That's
Yeah,
true.
pretty
Well,
much.
you're not sure who in town would have enough money to buy this thing. It's pretty special.
And also
Well-
it belongs
Well,
to
at
the
some
temple.
point there's got to be some kind of official character or merchant with lots of money coming in.
True.
I mean, to be fair, it's not ours. Like it's
You just take all their. I mean, they technically said you could destroy them, so maybe they won't mind.
Well, we couldn't sell them without giving away the talisman, and we don't
You know
if we
what?
want to do that.
You know what? I have an idea. I think we have figured out our evil lizard folk problem. We can attack them with an army of bolters.
Well, there's not much of an army left, but we might have like 6 or 7.
Yeah, there were 5 that
Exactly.
Alinar, and there are at least 3 more, so 8.
Alright.
It's true. But we are past our time, so this might be a good
Yeah.
place to call it and continue next week. I guess this place is mostly done. It's just figuring out what you want to do about the golem and making it safe for Zara. But yeah, why don't we do MVP votes?
And looting through all the crates in the storage and deactivating all the different bolters and hope they don't kill us in the meantime.
Also
True,
a couple of the bolter up there, which still has some treasure.
And jumping down the holes and find out what's beneath.
That's true. I guess there is some stuff you could still do. Still some stuff on the docket. So I got 2 votes, 3
We
votes.
still haven't found any secrets or anything.
Yeah, that's true.
We haven't cleared out this library.
I think we're just
the
missing.
one with the iron covers.
We're just missing Carl.
Oh, did you not receive? What do you mean? I DM'd you.
Don't send it through Discord.
No, I sent it on roll
Oh,
20.
did you? Who am I missing then? Oh, your picture's just different. That's why.
You're missing
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm missing.
That's it,
Okay.
log here.
the command again. /V
Oh,
for
sorry.
this.
Yeah, it's
W.
/W/GM and like this
And
basically.
slash W.
GM. Okay, not GM.
You can
you
use
can do
either. Yeah. All right. So, it's a tie. Chandra and Alinar, give me D20 rolls.
Can I use inspiration?
No, you can't use inspiration. You can't use your
Can I-
D4. You can't use inspiration.
Can I use lucky if I'm?
No, you can't use lucky. So 9 would be victorious, and Chandra, your MVP. Congrats.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wait. I still have to add my blessing.
No, I said you can't use the D4. Specifically stated.
I cast guidance. I cast guidance. I don't have guidance.
You can't cast guidance. Missing the point here.
I use my owl to give you disadvantage.
Oh, jeez. Alright, well, I'm going to take some notes, but otherwise, I think we're good. I'll see you all next week.
Thanks for the session.
Yeah.
Yep, take care.
Thanks.
See you next week.
Later.
Bye.
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 Yeah, I hear that. I'm tired too.
Yeah.
Forgot my coffee this morning. I felt really low energy. Ugh.
This is actually the first time I haven't thought about the whole clusterfuck that's happening in Ukraine for 3
Ugh.
hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
where
yeah,
are
I
you
guess
from
that's
again?
pretty close
Yeah.
to you, huh?
We're from Latvia, so we do have a border
Oh, yeah.
with Russia.
Yeah, fucking Rush.
Ugh, yeah, that's pretty, yeah.
It's just Putin has surrounded himself with yes people who don't dare speak up against him, so it never gets. He's never told that this is a bad idea. He's never told that you shouldn't do this or anything. Like, did you see him confront his own security advisor, like foreign security advisor?
He was gonna piss himself.
Yeah, he was like, okay, if I say the wrong thing now, I'm dead. He was like stuttering and trying to
Yeah.
figure out what Putin wanted him to
And-
say on
and
live
this is-
TV.
He was stuttering like really like a child.
Yeah,
and this is
he
one of
was
most
really
powerful
scared.
people in Russia.
Oh,
He
you
was
know,
really
when
scared. Like,
someone's gonna kill
terror.
you.
Yeah, terror was just from his eyes, and it was like, and Putin was clearly annoyed.
Yeah, it's not great, to say the least.
I actually didn't think he would invade.
No, I didn't think so
I don't
either.
see what
I
he's.
thought- it seemed like more posturing. I'm not. Yeah, exactly. Like, what's he gonna get out of this? Is it really worth it?
Well, it's probably for like gas and oil transport into Europe and monopolizing it. Because we get, or like mainland Europe gets a lot of its gas and oil through Russia and Ukraine, through pipes going through their
But
countries.
now Germany stopped their pipeline, for example. So
Yeah, the newest one, but at some point, electricity and everything is going to be so expensive that they will have to relent. So
yeah. So this
this is just going to
really
cause another price hike, I think, for us.
and this is actually like this is because like in my circle I have pretty much like half and half divided people, and this is weird how many people are on his side.
Oh, really?
Because yes,
Wow.
because
All right.
it just seems no, and when you hear people arguing, it is just like a blind arguing with death.
Well, I mean, people over
They
here are on his side too, but that's just because like the whole Trump thing. Like
no
the
no
yeah, it's
but when you hear people when people are discussing this, they are both throwing statements at each other that are not like each of them like first of all is telling like yes but there are Nazis in Ukraine, that's why we're invading them, and another one's yes but this is a sovereign nation, why did you invent them, and they are both making some statements that are like
Like, it's
they're
probably
they cannot be both true.
yeah, and like how would that get rid of the Nazis? It's not like if there are even if there are Nazis, like they aren't in control of the government, right?
no.
No,
No, they
like
aren't.
they actually think first of all Ukraine has no right to be there because it was like artificially created by like whatever like Stalin or whoever like gave them land, and now they also like trying to protect Russians who are living in Ukraine because like they've been like oppressed, etc.,
Honestly,
etc.
it's all about public perception and
Yeah,
what's the word for like misdirection in news and stuff like
Of
propaganda.
course, yeah, of course.
misinformation.
Because like misinformation, you see the same thing in like honestly in like the US between Democratic and Republic TV
Oh
channels
yeah,
and stuff, and the way they uh, make things look and how they assign weight to different arguments and
Even in
everything.
US,
Like,
there is never a situation when you describe a problem and start arguing about a problem. You're always arguing about what the problem is. So you are
yeah.
not
You're arguing reality, like what the truth
Yeah.
is, rather than
exactly. You are not
exactly,
arguing
and
Everyone's-
it's the same thing
situation.
here. So he's like saying that no, these people want to be part of Russia, and then the ones that believe in Russia and believe in him, they take that as truth, you know. So
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like the information age made everyone dumber because now everyone just makes up their own information and
yeah,
points at fake
something like
sources.
that.
I don't
From their
know.
own bubble.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's yeah. It's
But yeah, it's a dangerous situation, and there are several sides to every.
Are we still on stream?
oh yeah, probably I should stop the stream. This has nothing to do with D&D. All right, I'm turning off the stream. Sorry about political stuff, everyone. Bye.